Good morning. Welcome to the Easy
Good
Stream.
morning. Good morning. Pow 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 pow.
Pow 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 pow. Good morning. What's going on? Welcome to the Easy Stream. Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream. Sit around, go through stuff in the fish room. And I noticed that this is. Can you see it? Yeah, the light's not on. That's because these flue ball lights, as great as they are, lack the ability to set a 7-day schedule, right? They should have like a Monday through Sunday thing. Nope, it's only 24 hour. So if you want to turn it on, you got to do it manually. Boop. But I can do it from the phone, which is kind of cool. And I have this tank. Well, yeah, we changed that last time, right? So this is now the bottom rack. Boop. And, well, the saltwater tank is already on. It starts ramping up at 10 a.m. Or 9 a.m. on Sundays. So that should be on, I believe. The only other thing that we've got to turn on is the bottom rack. Maybe I should leave this tank off. Look at this. Oh, never mind. We don't want to see that. Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe we address that today. So that's a mess. That's disgusting. That's like 2 weeks. I think the light, I got to do something here. There's something wrong. Too much algae. There's a lot of fish in that tank too. Anyway, what's going on, people? How was everybody? We missed last week's stream because I was at the Keystone Clash, and so was the voice in my head.
Pow pow pow.
Pow. But yeah, I still have not unpacked entirely from the Clash. I put the fish away that I got. We can talk about that. Well, let's talk about that. What did I get at the Clash? As far as livestock, I did a trade for some Blue Dream shrimps for some Luminatus. They're over there in that tank. We can look at them. I got some plants from Alishon. They're in that same tank with the Luminatus. I want to plant them. I think I'm going to put them in this tank over here because this tank needs more plants. It's kind of bare. So we're going to do that. We can do that today. What else did I get? So the plants, Luminatus. I got a mystery snail from Patty. Patty gave me a mystery snail. Alishon gave me the plants. Maria Z and I traded she gave me the Luminatus. I gave her shrimp. That's about it for livestock. I don't think I got anything else, did I? Why do I remember something else? No. Oh, corals. I got corals. And everybody says, what is it? The green star polyps? They're the ones that are like the easy corals. I think they're dead. I don't think they survived the journey. I glued them down. I took the day I got home, Sunday. I put them in a tank, acclimated it, whatever. I didn't even acclimate. I was told to plop and drop, just temp acclimate. What I did. And they were at 78 degrees the whole way. So I don't want to hear it. And I think I don't know what happened to them. They've just never opened it. It's been a week. So maybe they died, but all the other corals were doing all right. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Maybe they committed suicide.
I was just gonna they give you those little plugs, right? And you can glue those plugs and break the stems off and all that stuff. So the problem was like whoever put them on the plugs, man. They like as soon as I put them in the tank. I glued the one plug down. The next day, the coral was off the plug. I'm like, oh. So then I couldn't find a coral for 3 days. It's floating around the tank somewhere. I could not find it. But then I found it. I glued it down, and it's doing good. So
he tried to run away.
He did. He was like, "I'm out." So yeah, those are the livestock. What else? That's about it. Got a ton of freebies. Oh, got art. Don't forget the art. I got the Sam Scales. Corey art.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool, huh? I like it. Oh, hearing. All right, that's what I'm hearing. I'm like, why am I hearing myself? It's coming through my phone. So Corey art. I almost kicked that over. And more Cory art. This is a Bex. Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool.
Very cool. Three buddies hanging out.
3 dudes. Dolphoid Corys. This is like the second piece of all Dolphoid Cory art I have. And I was actually thinking about putting this next to the other one. But I didn't have a... I'm sure I got a nail somewhere, but I just haven't gotten around to it, guys. Maybe for at that point today we'll hang this. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I have a frame. The Sam Scales one.
I need to get some frames, man.
It's looking over. It's gonna go over there with the other Cory.
We'll
talk about it. We'll when I'm over there, I'll remember. What else? What else? What else I get? I bought. Wait, where is it? I can't find him. Oh, they're there. Why is that on the floor? I know why that's on the floor. A cat named Monty. I guarantee it. Oh, I got fish food. A ton of it. I bought basileers. Let me grab that real quick. Because I like this food. Well, I got the bottom tab, the better tabs. Where's the bigger can? That's over there.
Yo, dude, that basileers that you recommended I get, the same one you're talking about.
The pellets.
I like that shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, nice.
The fish really seem to go for it when.
Remember that angel that I had that was all bloated or whatever? That had that I showed that on the stream where it looked like it had like was pooping his brains out and had that big thing. I swear he ate one of these things whole.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They are big, and they love it. Like the Dolphoids love it. The ghost knife loves it. I've seen him chasing fish away from this. I don't have enough hands to.
It's not very hard because I noticed when I grab a few to put in the tank, the residue of it comes off on my hands and stuff. On my
this is
fingers.
the better tabs, but I already have one that's open, so I'm not going to open that one. Let's open this one. I just got more because, you know, I can get basileers is. But if you can see it, here, let me tilt the camera down. It's kind of like a.
You can't see it still.
I know.
Yeah.
One hand. You focus on it? Yeah, but whatever, you get it. It's like a pellet. It's kind of hard. It sinks. So it's meant for bottom feeders.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a rabbit turd.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Maybe a little bit bigger than a rabbit turd. Nah. Same size. And then I got the regular old medium-sized stuff, which I just opened this because this stuff is real fine. They call this medium. This is what medium looks like. Hold on. It's like...
Yeah,
it's like powder. Tiny. But it's good for, like, everything eats this. Even the big stuff will eat this. But they have a larger pellet, which is kind of too large for stuff like... I find this stuff is perfect for stuff like my pseudos and the rasboras, the chili rasboras, the gobies, the endlers, stuff like that. This easily fits in your mouth. I even feed this to my saltwater tank. Everything eats this. The bigger pellet is obviously better for bigger fish like cichlids. Angels will eat that. I feed the bigger pellets. I guarantee you Monty would eat this. Monty was rooting through the bag of samples this morning. That's why it's up on that shelf, because he wouldn't leave it alone. It's like, Monty.
He's like, something smells good in here.
He's like, something smells like fish. It doesn't help that I feed him freeze-dried minnows, so he's got the hunger. He's got the taste. What else did I get? I got this fish food too. This is the stuff you recommended to me. I haven't tried it yet. It's called Ebo Aquarist. Right? This is the stuff, professional soft grain insect meal. Yeah. I got the insect one. This stuff was not cheap. Yeah. It was like $30 for this thing. It was not cheap.
Coming all the way from Germany, man.
Yeah, but it's got like really good ingredients too. Like, I was looking at it. And translate. It's got fish on fish benzungenais. 25% insectin, whatever, Nebenerzerganice. There you go.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that stuff. But it's 25% insectin. and fish Nebenzerganice. There you go. I'm guessing that's fish parts, fish meal, something.
Yummy. Yummy.
What else did I buy? Spent money on. KGE. Well, that was where I got the Dr. Basilier stuff. I also got some mulberry leaves for the shrimp, which I should put these in the tanks. But
I was looking at those.
yeah, I got what is it, mulberry powder the one time I won on a giveaway for, what is it, well, he was Motor City, now he's Detroit, or it was the other way around. I don't remember. Brian. Anyway, I won some from him, and he called it the crack sack. And I was feeding it to my shrimp for a long time until Monty chewed a hole in the bag, and I had to throw it out because it was spilled every time I tried to feed it. It spilled everywhere.
Crack sack.
Crack sack is what he called it. But anyway, I got that, and I got these bag of botanicals. It's got these cool pods and stuff in here. I threw one in my bowl. It's got like these things. I don't even know what the heck half this stuff is. It's all like nut casings, like shells and stuff. They break down in the water. Shrimp love them. It's like this thing. Some sort of husk. They're all dried out.
You didn't say good morning to your viewers, you know.
Good morning, viewers. I did say good morning. I just didn't address them individually.
Yeah, you just didn't individualize anybody.
I know. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I was all excited. We missed each other last week because I didn't get home till late.
He's so excited.
What else did I get?
He gets excited.
I'll say hi in a minute. How about that? All right, put these botanicals in this bag. I bought this, and I don't really have a place for it or a use for it.
What is that?
This is somebody gave us this. Was given to me. It's like I guess you put your like rapashi or stuff like that and let it dry in here, and you just drop this in the tank, and then like the bottom feeder plecos or whatever go crazy for it. It actually looks like an incense holder, but it could be whatever the heck you want. It's clay, so it's nothing bad. I got this at the Tropica booth. I thought these were really cool. They're like ceramic, little maple leaf looking things. But what they actually really are is a little cave.
Yeah.
And there was
I've seen Flecko Ceramics uses those.
There's 3 of them in this box. There was like a 3-pack. I think it was like $18. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like it. I don't know where I'm going to use it. That's it. That was my freebie haul. Or no, that's what not freebie haul. That's what I paid for. I think that's it. I don't remember buying anything else other than, you know.
Flecko babies like to hide under stuff like that.
And we got a ton of free like samples. Mystery Snail Guardian was there, and she was giving out samples from Crayfish Empire. Calcium chips, shrimp sticks. Well, I already fed the shrimp sticks. Actually, speaking of that, I got to get the sticks out of the shrimp tanks. Although I might have, at the end there when everybody was leaving and there were bags of stuff on the I might have grabbed an extra bag or 2, but I'm not going to confess to any sins on this stream. What else I got? Oh, this might have had shrimp sticks. Whoops. Not confessing to this. Put that away. The goodie bag was dude, all the stuff that was in the goodie bag, holy cow, man. Well, I actually have extra because people were like, yo, take this. I don't know, we got API Goldfish Food. I don't know, I guess I can feed that. Probably, this stuff is going to be worm food.
Exactly.
This stuff I'd probably feed. The Sarah Vipin Nature staple food. Feels like a granule. Fish probably eat that. Then we got bags of ChemiPure Nano and ChemiPure Green. I've actually used ChemiPure. It works pretty well. It's not rechargeable like, what do you call it? The Purigen is, I believe. I don't think it's rechargeable. It's got activated carbon and a bunch of resins in there, so I don't think the carbon is the rechargeable part. There was a bag of ChemiPure Green too. I don't know where it went. Somewhere in here. Or maybe I took it out. But I might use that in the saltwater tank. I'll throw it in the back. Staple samples. More samples. Fiber bites. Probably give this stuff away, man. I mean, I'm never gonna feed half this stuff. Devour fish food. Grazer wafers for bottom feeders. Now this. I'll try it. But this is actually kind of stuff I feed my blackworms. Bottom wafers. Or algae wafers for bottom feeders. What I got? Some samples from KJE, from the whatever. Vibra sticks. This is where you got your plecos from, right?
Yeah. Subarai.
Subarai.
Cool dude, man.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Ooh,
who's that?
Get rid of that guy.
I can't see. Whoa.
How did he get there?
Holy shit. I almost fell out of my chair. Alright, who's backstage? That's what I want to know. Oh, they dropped off. Who was it?
It was me.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, your signal must have dropped then. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I thought somebody came up. I was like, who the hell is that? Okay. Anyway. Soy ahoy.
Soy ahoy.
This is from the Garden of Eder.
What's that? Shrimp food?
Shrimp food. Yep. Snowflake shrimp food. Soy ahoy. Try that out. Yeah, a bunch of other samples. Yeah, that was, no, actually.
Oh, you bought that?
Yeah. I also bought their, that's what else I forgot. They had shrimp sticks there too. But I don't think they made those shrimp sticks. They got them from somebody else.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Garden of Eder food. Where are those shrimp sticks? I forget what I did with them. But I like them. I got them at the Triple Crown too. That's why I wanted to get more. Because my shrimp really did like them.
Is that the one you said that the cherries really love, but the blue dreams?
No, that was actually the Crayfish Empire ones.
Right.
I think that's what these are. Yes, Crayfish Empire.
It's weird that the one would eat it.
I should qualify that because I don't feed my cherry shrimp tank. Right? I rarely ever put food in there, and when I do, it's like once in a while. Just because I don't know. I feel like they need to be eating the algae that's growing in there instead of the shrimp food. So when I put stuff in there, it's like a treat for them, right? So maybe they're just starving to death, and this is like the best thing that they got.
Okay.
Whereas I do feed I don't directly feed the shrimp tank. I feed the fish in the shrimp tank. And I guess by proxy, they're probably getting the waste or whatever, you know what I mean? So that might be a big factor. And I should probably feed them more. But that was a tank I had that huge blackbeard algae problem in, like huge blackbeard algae.
Huge.
We cleaned that out in the stream. Remember, I was just pulling globs. Ugh. Huge. So yeah, samples. What else did I get? This stuff is from Cat's Aquatics. It's like that shrimp. It's like a 3-in-1.
Homemade shrimp food.
Yeah. This is a gift. But I throw this in the shrimp tanks too. I've been feeding this. They seem to like it. So yeah, that's the haul from the Clash, man. Don't know what else. So.
He gave you that shrimp stuff? That shrimp food?
No.
Oh.
Maria Z was there buying shrimp food, and she got, I guess, I don't remember if Kat was out of the 3-in-1, but she had the three individual ingredients. Like, I guess she sells it as a 3-in-1 shrimp food thing, and then she sells each one individually too, so you can get each one of the three. And I believe that's what Maria did, bought each one of the 3, and Kat only had the whatever her open thing that was sitting there to show everybody what it was,
Okay,
and she was
right,
like,
right.
I'll just give it this to you, and Maria's just like, here, take it. She gave it to me. So I was like,
That,
sweet.
yeah.
Got to be in the right
Did you
place at the right time. Huh?
Did you taste it?
Mm-mm. It's like hard, man. Feels like you break a tooth trying to chew on that, man. And we still have yet to feed out this can of Cyclops. And remember, we were supposed to do that a couple streams ago, and I forgot, and I actually...
Yeah.
We're going to do this. We're going to do this. What else? I've been gathering eggs. Oh, have we seen... I didn't say hi to anybody, so let's hi people.
Yeah, you
And then we'll know who's here. How about that? Woo! Maria. Speaking of Maria, good morning, Maria. What's going on, Tianaqua? What's up, buddy? Stephen P. Woo!
Yeah, Steven said earlier the best way to catch your stream is not to go to sleep.
Stay up all night. Alshon's here. Alshon, you gotta remind me what crypts I got from you, because I don't remember the names. Geek Boy, what up? Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Yo, man, what's up, Dennis? Petro Man, what's going on? Jersey, right? He's Jersey represent. Debbie Holding. What's up, Debbie? Debbie got a t-shirt, I believe, right? You got it? Yeah. And I believe New Local Austin got his mug from the whatever giveaway we did a little while ago.
Yeah, that was your 50th.
Now, that was my 1-year anniversary
1 year
giveaway.
sorry.
Yeah, that's what it was. We had done a year of streaming. Sweet. Where was that? Color Guppies, what up? Morning, good morning. TJ Autocross. Yo, I got to meet a lot of these people too, by the way. TJ Autocross was at the Keystone Clash. Alshon was at the Keystone Clash. Rizzy was at the Keystone Clash.
TJ had on a very nice t-shirt the first day.
He did indeed. That's I was like, I don't know who you are, but I love your t-shirt, man. He was wearing my logo t-shirt. Yeah, that was really cool. TJ was wearing it the first day. So, I'm trying to remember who wore it the second day. Somebody had it on Saturday, and then Dave Farrell had it on Sunday. I can't remember who had it on Saturday, though. It's going to come to me. Anyway. Vibes, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning. I'll hold this out here so it looks like I'm looking at the camera instead of looking at a phone. Lunatic Fringe, what up, buddy? I answered your email. I don't know, did I answer your email? But anyway, yes, you have my permission to use that video. And you wanted to talk about, type it in chat again, man. It was planted cichlid tanks for small cichlids. Small cichlids, like what kind of planted tank they could live in, I think is the topic. Anyway, Crypt Keeper Aquatics, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good morning. He was at the Clash. I did not get to meet him, though, or whatever. If I met him, I didn't get to see him or whatever, which is kind of weird. But there was so much going on, man.
He was at I think he was manning Garden of Eden's booth for a while.
I gotcha. Every time I went near that booth, there was like a wall of people, so I kind of, I don't know what's over here. That's why I waited till the end. When I went there, it was just Shelby at the thing. I hate stupid people. What's up, stuff? Good morning, good morning. Blake Stevens, good morning. Glad everyone enjoyed the goodie bags. Yeah, they were great, man. A lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there was...
Plus, they got a lot of water conditioners and yeah, all kinds
of... Glass cleaners, I think, were in there, if I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong about that. Water clarifiers. Which, I was going to use it, and I totally forgot about it. I wanted to use it in the aquascaping tank, because it was, like, all cloudy. So I was going to see how it worked. Totally forgot. But yeah, it was great. Love those goodies. It was actually one of the best goodie bags I've gotten at any, whatever convention.
Event?
Yeah. And I've only been to 3, so... Was that last year's Clash, Triple Crown, this year's Clash? Besides like swaps and stuff, they don't really give you goodie bags, or at least anything good in a goodie bag.
Yeah.
Some sample fish foods.
Swaps.
Yep.
Yeah, pay for the goodie bag and swap.
That's true. Anyway, New Local Austin, good morning. Good morning. I believe you got your mug. Select Pet, what up, man? Select Pet, we met at the Triple Crown, yeah. Yeah. Scotty the Fish Freak, what is going on? Good morning, sir. You remember Scotty?
Oh yeah, Scotty.
I got pictures.
My one person that was an inch shorter than me.
I don't know.
Scotty. What's up, Scotty?
There was talk of that this was rigged, by the way. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, I have
Wait.
I have video evidence of you rigging this. Hold on.
Shadow's here.
I'm gonna play the video evidence I have of you rigging this. Hold on. Bear with me, folks. I gotta wait for my computer. Where are we going? Let's get here. Here, let's change to a view of just nothing. Here's a fish tank. How about that? Well, I figured this out.
Those are your crypts floating there.
Yep. Those are the crypts. And those are the Luminatus that I got.
From
Maria.
From Maria.
Yep.
It was a pleasure meeting Maria for the first time at the class.
Maria's awesome.
Like in person, you know.
She's a blast. All right, where is this? What am I looking for? What did I call it? Oh yeah.
Evidence.
I should have called it evidence. Here we go. All right. All right, ready? This is how he got ready for the clash so he could beat Scotty.
Is that me?
Yeah, that was you. Whoops. Here, let's not look at my desktop for a minute.
I want to get boots like that for real.
I do have a picture of you and Scotty though. Got up. If I could find it. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that stupid file. Every time I open this thing, I gotta load the whole entire. Takes forever. I need some water. But let me keep saying hi to people. Victor, Coco,
Yeah,
what's going on, man? Good morning. Thanks for liking the video. I appreciate
here.
that. Who?
Bruiser.
Oh, sweet. Bruiser, what's up, man? How you doing?
Ian is here.
I believe I said hi to Vibes. Atkins, Nature Aquarium, good morning, sir. Stephen P. All right.
Glitch is here.
Silver Creek's here. Glitch is here. Good morning. Good morning. Anybody else? I'm scanning real quick here. 503, Shanna's here. Good morning, Shanna. Window Liquor number 5. How can I forget you, buddy? Jen Yu.
Window Liquor said that I abandoned you. What is that about?
MSG's here. Mystery Snail Net. What's going on? Good morning. Greg Doninger's here. Man, we got all the people. Eduardo's here. Good morning, Eduardo. How are the eggs doing, Eduardo? Did anything happen? Any luck? I believe I'm at the bottom of chat. Good morning, people. If I missed anybody, I am entirely sorry. Good morning. I appreciate you being here. Let me see if I can. Oh, here's the picture. This is what I was looking for. Let me zoom in a little bit bigger. Now, this is the evidence that supposedly Fishymon's taller. I don't know. This is Scotty. Scotty the Fish Freak. Shimon 64.
Look at that. Two of the most bestest looking guys at the swap.
And it looks like you're stretching here, buddy. Like you're reaching.
I am not stretching. That's my normal.
And not only are you reaching, but you're pushing him down, man.
It was not.
And you saw the shoes he was wearing. We already looked at the shoes,
That's
right?
Hair. He has finger hair.
Mm-hmm.
5 finger hair.
5 finger hair. All right. Good times.
Scotty, you know I love you, man.
Jeremy, what's up, man? I didn't say hi. Good morning. Boots and hats. Wait, I'm sure Allison probably told me the name of those plants again, and you didn't even read it because you're failing at your job.
Failing miserably.
Master Recorder Eduardo, they are in the tank. Some white, others have dots. Awesome. Yeah, that's well, that's a good time to segue into that. How about that? I've been collecting eggs. Oh, I gotta change cameras. I got that Pinball Wizard song in my head. Just because I saw that video, it started playing in my head. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. There's a retro arcade around here, man.
I kept wanting to shout out, Scotty, stand up. I can't see you.
Yo, you shouted out enough at the ceremony, all right? Everybody got all upset about you.
Hey.
Oh, we could talk about that. That's a good conversation.
To all the people that got upset about me, fuck you.
Yep, I knew that was coming. That was actually hysterical, man. I was laughing. I mean, it was wholly inappropriate, but it was funny. Kirk. The Aquascaping Contest.
Huh?
I was going to talk about that. The Aquascaping Contest, which if you haven't seen it, I just put a video out recently of all the entries and who won.
Yes,
so check it out.
I have.
I'm just,
I commented on your video.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I try to reply to everyone's comments. But I did put a video out, so care to look at it.
See, Window Liquor says, yeah, Fishy Man, in the escape off, you abandoned Jason.
Oh, that's what the abandonment was from. Well, the problem was that when I entered escape off,
he said you ended up backwards.
I did that too. That was bad. I didn't know. It seemed the natural way, right? Like the way the tanks were lined up, there was like a row against the curtain, and they were all facing, obviously, into the aisle. So you stood in the aisle and escaped your tanks. Then there was like a middle row where they were standing on the same side as the people with the curtain. And then there was a row next to that, which it looked like you should have been, like, everybody should have been facing the middle there. But apparently I was the only one that thought that. So I escaped my tank with my back to Chattanooga Ed, who was escaping his tank behind me. And everybody else was facing me. And at some point, I'm like, I guess I'm doing this backwards. Well, I realized that when people were like, why are you escaping your tank backwards?
Maybe that's what... Did you lose points for that?
Yeah. You know what? That's exactly why I didn't get third place. Exactly. Because
points for
judge saw my pristine tank and was like, yo, this dude can't even follow rules. Docking points. So now instead of getting the second place I should have got, I didn't even place. No, I don't think that at all. I think that's funny though. No, I actually really like my tank. I thought it was cool. I had I escaped the tank for me, man. I thought I did a pretty good job. I'm not like tooting my own horn here, but I like my tank. I thought it was one of the best escapes I've ever done.
Talking of which,
speaking of that, I was going to grab this thing because I left it up here. It had
Did you win your tank in the raffle?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. Now what happened was, the winner of the contest won their tank, and I believe that was the winner of the contest was Garden of Eater Grant, and he donated his tank to the auction, I believe. So somebody won the auction on that. Or he might have just won it to the raffle. I don't know which one happened. But either way. Yeah, but everybody else, there was a raffle for their tanks. And I put some tickets in there. I bought the tickets for $5 a piece. I think I got $3 worth of tickets, or 3 tickets. $3 for tickets. 3 tickets is what I got. I don't know how many you got, but there was I put them all in my tank because I'm like, why not? I want them in my tank. It's cool. But somebody named Kirk won the tank. They called his number. And he gets up there. He walks up to the front. And I'm going to paraphrase this because I'm probably going to get it wrong. And it was like, to all those who wanted this tank and didn't win, fuck you.
What a guy.
What a guy. And then the hush went over the crowd.
And then what did he do with that
And then what did he do with that tank is that when I was escaping the tank, I took pictures of it and I showed my wife. And I was, look at this. She's like, oh, that's really nice. I like that tank. I would actually display that tank. I'm like, oh, cool. So when Kirk won it, he's like, "Here, man, take this home and give it to your wife." So now it's her tank. It's upstairs.
Wow.
It's nice.
That Kirk guy seems like a
What a
real
guy,
asshole.
dude. I know, man. But that's it, man. You just had that image out there, but you're, on the inside. Well, I know what's on the inside, man. I know. I get it. I appreciate it. It was great. And I actually have video of that tank too. I took this morning.
Talking of which, how is it doing?
I took video this morning so I can show you guys. I was talking about, man, we're all over the place, man. I was gonna talk about the eggs first. Talk about the eggs, then we'll talk about the tank. And this is how I know that my mop is degrading, because I've been using cotton yarn, and then the cotton in the water so long starts to degrade.
Even cold here today.
And the Amanos start eating the threads of the cotton, and they start pooping like this neon green, or whatever this green color is. So you can see their green poop falling down now. So yeah, I've been gathering eggs and throwing them in this thing, and like right before the clash, I gathered a bunch for Eduardo. Eduardo.
How's the eggs doing, Eduardo? Did they hatch at all or no?
He said some have got dots and some are white. So obviously the white ones are.
White ones are probably not good. Yeah.
Where is? Wow, that was loud. There it is. I was like, where's my little plastic container? And where is my stool? There it is. I was going to gather some eggs out of this mop and toss this mop because this mop is shot. So let me switch cameras. Let me get set up for that real quick. Move that there, move this here. That's going to fall over. Stop dripping water all over the floor. Nope, not happening. Alright, that's probably good enough. Yeah, and I just go through and sort through the mop and find the eggs. Let's see, what are we looking at here?
Whoa. Mike B in the chat. Got to meet him at the clash.
Yeah, we did. Hang out in the parking lot. That was freezing that night, by the way. It's like 40-some degrees out there. Can we see what I'm looking at? Kinda. Let's get this out of the way. Boop, boo. Boo. I try and do this. Hold on. This is when you realize, when you start doing things like this, and you're like, oh my god, I need glasses. I need reading glasses. I cannot see that close. It's too much. Like, how shitty is that? Like, it's not like, when you can't see distance, you kind of squint your eyes, and you kind of make your eyes focus. That nearsighted thing, man, there's nothing you can do about that. It just will not focus. It's like you've reached a limit.
That's when you go to an optician and you get glasses.
Yeah, those progressives or whatever you want to call them. Oh, there's an egg. Pink. Yeah, there's a couple eggs. Actually, there's like 3 or 4 right there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? You can see what I'm looking at. There it is, a bunch of them. Oops, what did I do with it? Okay. And if you can see that on my finger, there's 3 eggs right there. And I usually just rub them on the back of my thumb while I'm gathering this. There's another one. It's 4. They're very small, very clear. How I see them is like half the time they look like they're wet, like a water bubble, an air bubble on the mop. And that's, I was like, oh, you see a little shimmer? It's 5 eggs. Just kind of go through. Usually take a few minutes, Try not to rush it. Try to scan them. I'm sure I miss eggs all the time. Maybe I should, well, see, the problem is I use these, I'm trying to use up this roll of yarn I got from, it's like a roll of cotton yarn. So, the mops only last like a month. Because they break down. They start breaking down. But it is cotton, so it's not like it's a horrible thing. Breaking down your tank. The only thing I worry about is it dies, actually.
Jeremy says, Blake, I used cork before. I did bobbers. They sank after a while.
The bobbers do? Yeah, I can imagine. Everything gets waterlogged at some point. Like, well, this bobber's working pretty well, actually. Yeah, like I said, these are not permanent mops, so they don't last forever. So I don't want to put anything.
But Blake was saying that he uses cork.
Yeah, cork would be good too, but I could see long term that would probably get waterlogged. Look at that, there's a Malaysian trumpet snail. I don't know. Did Malaysian trumpet snails eat eggs? I would imagine they probably do.
I'm not 100% sure.
It all depends, I guess. Like I have a video of one, like that when I did that blue eye video, there was a trumpet snail that kind of definitely mouths the egg, but it leaves it alone.
I think
in
maybe
the video
they
I implied it
stuff,
ate it, but it didn't.
maybe they eat stuff that's growing on the egg.
Yeah, like the fungus
like,
or the mold, or like one of the. I
yeah.
had that macro shot of like some of those eggs. It's like there's growing algae on it. It looks like little white or green filaments coming off the thing. Some sort of like filamentous algae was growing on some of those eggs, and they hatched. That egg hatched. It's like the shrimp too. They love going all over those eggs, kind of cleaning them. It's like they eat that whatever.
3D says he uses a slice of pool noodle.
That's a good idea too. That is a good idea. See, I was thinking, it'd be cool. There's a market out there for something a little bit better. Like decorative, natural looking, maybe like a floating plant that is actually a mop, but it's fake. That makes sense.
Mm.
I would buy something like that. I'm having a hard time finding any more eggs, so maybe we're just at 5 today. Oh, proved myself wrong. There's an egg. Sometimes I'll lose them on my fingers too. I'm like, where the hell is that egg?
So, how long can they stay out of the water?
I'm assuming just as long as they don't dry out, they'll probably be all right. I don't keep them out too incredibly long. Like I'm pretty much done looking through this mop. I'm gonna give it one last good scan.
Eduardo says he's seen snails eat dead eggs, not the
Yeah, I
live
could see
one.
that too. It's weird how they kind of know. You know what I mean?
They know.
They know.
They just know.
They know. All right, that's it. Then I take my switch back to the other camera. I can take my glasses off.
Select Pet said, I've heard mixed stories of shrimp and eggs. Some people say they don't eat eggs, just the fungus. Others say the shrimp eat eggs.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends on how hungry the shrimp is, really. My opinion. I don't think that I think they probably could and would eat eggs, but I think, at least mine, the blue dreams that I have, I've seen them cleaning eggs. There was a time that I thought they might have been eating eggs, but I never actually saw any evidence of that, and I still got a lot of fry, so.
Eduardo says, Jason, in nature, eggs are laid in plants too,
True. Very true. But, I mean, every plant I've ever gotten, so he's got a damn snail hitchhiker on it. Right?
Yep.
So
And
there's that.
Select Pet says maybe the shrimp eat infertile eggs or dead eggs.
I could see that. Yeah, I mean, somehow they know, right? Oh, let's move this
They
stuff out of the
know.
way. They know.
They
I got
know.
that box from Alishon's Plants, which is awesome. I'm going to save that box. Let's go over here. This is the...
Oh, Craig says he uses a suction cup for I guess the mop.
Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The one that keeps the mop from moving around.
Paul
This is
Sotero is in the house.
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, fish nerds.
What up, dude? Alright. This is the tank I want to put the crypts in, or at least some of the crypts. This is the one that's got your hellfire in it, too. It's surviving.
Steven says I just stand and hold the mop for several days.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll clean some of that blackbeard algae, too. Oh, my word.
It looks like a thunderstorm cloud.
It does, kind
The
of.
blackbeard
I
cloud.
could see that. Storms are rolling in. Storms are coming in. So let's throw this Malaysian trumpet snail somewhere. Should we throw him in here?
Mike B says I see my sticker up there.
Yeah. Nice. We got, yeah, that's turn 2. Yep. So I still got all the stickers I got from the clash that I gotta get on the magnets. But yeah, I didn't do that. They're all sitting in a pile right over here.
Black Pet says Jason, embrace the snails.
I
Greet
do.
them and find a market to sell them. Develop special strains of snails.
In this tank, you can witness the devastation of old snails. Like there are a bunch of, I mean, these are ram's horns, right? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see what I'm looking at. There's a live one right there. But there's also some, I had some Japanese trapdoor snails. I don't think they do well inside. I think they really need to highlight a lot of algae. Pond snail. From what I understand. I believe, you know, if you're doing you could probably get one with your high planet tank thingy that you're doing. Probably do well in there. Never did good for me. They all died.
What? The
The
what?
trapdoor snails.
All right.
They're kind of cool.
But
All right,
they
what do we
get
got?
kind of big. Okay?
Yeah, not too big. Well, this one, I mean, yeah, they can get kind of big, but I think they get up to like, you know, like golf ball size. I think is like the big ones. Mine, those are
Yeah.
sizes like marbles. All right, plants. Let's see. See what Alshon gave us here. Let me. What did I do with that little tray? There it is. These little trays, man. I got this at Target. I don't remember how much it was. It was like for food, whatever, for refrigerators or something. The greatest thing I ever got. I bought 3 of them.
Ian from Atkins Nature Aquariums wants to know if you have tried taking the rock out and spraying it with hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, I did that to some other stuff. What my experience, what happens is you kill the blackbeard algae, and then the next thing you know, you got a bunch of green hair algae. So I think I need to figure out. I need to balance the tank, right?
Window liquor, Jason, how's the sump doing?
Sump is doing good. Or you mean the sump? What sump are we talking about? The ones that I just built on the.
I don't know. I guess that's what he's talking about.
Those are doing good. Oh, wait, this plant just split. Nice, there's 2 plants.
3D
Right.
says I'd take them out and power wash them.
It's not a bad idea. But at the end of the day, you know what? I don't think it looks bad. I mean, it kind of looks cool. I've learned to embrace the blackbeard algae. Because clearly, I'm struggling. I have defeated it in some tanks. It's a process. You know? It's like, you know, what is it? Everybody says in saltwater tanks, it always takes a long time, like a year to whatever. You're going to go through all these weird algae bloom phases, like the red algae, the green algae, whatever. And then the tank settles out, right? Well, I think that's absolutely true in freshwater tanks, too. Same thing. Sometimes they never settle out unless you really work at it. But I think that's where I'm at. I think I really need to work at it. Plants are
Ben
huge.
Bastion.
Sorry. Good morning, Ben. All right, there are 3 different kinds of crypts he gave me, I believe. I believe this is regular old crypt, whatever crypt.
Debbie says, Jason, I think it's too late to balance it.
It's never too late, Debbie. I don't think I'm going to put all these in there. I think I might put the These red ones look pretty cool. This one actually looks. This might be a different one. Alishon, you got to clue me in. What did you give me? Those are the regular crepes. This is like a shorter. This one looks cool. I like this one. I'm gonna put this in there. I already got some crypts in there. I think we need some in that corner. Maybe we do that in the corner. This behind the log. Maybe we move the hell fry. Save this for another tank. Oh, you know what? We're gonna put it in there too. Okay.
3D says, okay, Fishy Man, his cheese is slid all the way off the crackers. Help him out.
Yes. There you go. My cheese is slid off the crackers. Oh, where did I? Oh man. I don't know where those other things are. I need my step stool. There it is.
Alexan says, Crip will
Wendetai.
see I.
All right. Hang on. Let me look at this. Let's see where he says this. Boom, boom, boom. John. Why am I not seeing this? Am I out of date? I might be out of date. There. Let's try it. Crypt. Oh, Willisai. I'm going with Willisai. Cool. That was the. Was that the serrated looking one? This one? Oof, that was my head. Where's the stupid container that I just had? Over here.
And Eduardo says, Jason and Kirk, my little sister, love you guys.
Oh yeah, she's cool. I'm gonna totally forget the name. It's like Minerva, is that right? Right. Whoa, I just grabbed a fish.
Kenny's in the house. Good morning, Kenny.
Kenny as in Danikin Aquatics, Kenny?
Yeah, I believe it is him.
Good morning, Dan.
What up, fish people?
Kenny. What's up, man? This is part of the problem. This tank is a mess. Now remember, what is it? Last time we hooked up the air line, so we're on individual. We're running full air now. I'm going to clean up Java moss. That just has nothing but black-bearded algae in it.
First one we showed was will see I or whatever.
That's the green one, right? The bigger, broader leaf one. Let's do some of this. Oh, look at this. Comes off like cotton candy. We are definitely doing a water change in this tank. This rock is Sayur stone, I believe, under here. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Some rocks seem more prone than others to get coated in this stuff. Annual removal.
Science gals in the house.
Terry,
Gary.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. She was in the Aquascape contest. Her tank was awesome. I believe Lefty has that tank now. Now, since you're here, Science Gal Aquatics, that chip in your tank, the reason that they didn't want to raffle it off, is that because of somebody cracking rocks right next to your tank? Because I remember there was like projectiles that were flying around at one point. I wonder if it hit the tank, chipped it. It's getting dangerous out there, man.
Alishon says, taller one is will see I. Shorter one with more leaves is Wendetai.
Okay. The shorter leaf one is Wendetai, the taller, and those are the red ones, right? What's the one that's green? The broader leaf. Illicai, Wendetai. Now, if anybody wants some blackbeard algae, let me know. Got enough. Trying to free up this rock. I believe I cleaned the filter last time when I. Yeah.
And Kerry says it was cracked.
It was already cracked? Oh, okay.
It was
All right.
already chipped. Sorry.
Chipped, okay. So there was no. Wouldn't have surprised me. Some of the, like, you know.
And Alishon put up the name, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
I think you should try. It's your job.
Untitled.
Okay, cool. My hand is currently in a fish tank, so I can't really see it. Wait, where's my phone? Oh, it's all the way over there, yeah. Probably.
And Debbie, I didn't say a special good morning to you as yet. Good morning, Debbie. How are you?
Isn't it how are ye? Ye?
Actually, it's not morning by you. It's probably afternoon.
Yeah, really. I'm getting water everywhere. There's some hell fry back here, too. Hell fry surviving. I wouldn't say it's doing great. It's not like proliferating. Look at this. I gotta get rid of this stuff. Java moss is just covered.
Covered with blackbeard
Blackbeard
algae.
algae, yep. I'm just trying to get like the big tufts of it. Kind of see the stones. So you know that they're actually stones and not just algae. We'll do a water change here in a minute. But I want to plant the tanks first. Or plant the plants first. In the tank. Do do. I mean, this could take me 3 hours to do this.
That Hilarious is here. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Whoa! Dropped the plant on the ground. Alright. I think it's good enough. Take me all week to do this. Pull off some of this too. Just get the real easy stuff, you know? Let's make it easy. Sunday. It's supposed to be easy.
I paid $5 to taste it.
No. 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 My luck, I'll get some strange bacterial disease. I'll go into a coma. And then 6 years later, I'll die on the table. Oddly specific, but.
Is that a dream you had?
I don't know. More like a nightmare. That would suck. There was a kid that did that, right? He was hanging. I mean, he was a young kid, like like whatever, 11, 12, and they were all goofing around with him and his friends, and there was some slug on the ground, right? And I guess whatever they dared each other, and the kid ate it, and then he got like some sort of weird meningitis and went into a coma and was pretty much paralyzed for like 12 years, and then eventually just died. Like, how horrible is that? The kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. Like, dude.
They directly related it to the slug.
Yeah, I guess he got the slug had some weird like bacteria that nobody ever knew. Whatever happened, got in his spinal column, and once it gets there, man.
Alishon says we'll send flowers.
Blackbeard algae flowers. I'm gonna throw
No,
this
if you
outside.
go into coma.
I'm gonna throw the algae outside in the garden. You know that stuff's nutrient rich, right? Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, then it can't be that bad for you.
Well, I'm sure nightshade is nutrient rich too, but I'm not eating any. What's the other one? Hemlock. Some tea. All right. This is some crap. And we're gonna stick in a tank.
And
Look at these roots, man.
Select
Holy
Pet
cow.
said, yeah, don't lick slugs.
Bad idea. guess. It's a bad idea to lick a slug. And any worms you do not put in your nose. I think we've gone over this before. Keep the worms out of your nose and slugs out of your mouth.
TJ says, how did Jason end up on a table? It was
On a table.
what if he was in a coma, probably in a bed,
Oh, whatever.
presumably in a bed.
What is a bed but just a soft table? Right? I gotta move this over just a hair so they don't
And,
fall.
Eduardo says, TJ, 99% of his daydreaming comes true.
Don't say that. Jeez. That ain't cool. Alright, well. Those are kind of all squirrely because they've been floating for a week in the tank, so they started growing towards the light. But they're gonna take a
Oh,
while.
we're looking at you. It's gone out of focus because I think it was focusing on you when you were in front of the tank, and now it's not focusing on the tank.
Better?
Rico
Worse?
is here. Good morning, Rico Stan.
Good morning, Rico. Alright. Let's try and get some of this blackbeard algae out of that. The hell fry
And
back here?
Ian says you gotta salt the slug first,
Fry it up.
so you lick it.
Slug licking. Ow, ow. Oh, this is a weird angle.
Wow, it's still out of focus.
Really? Are you sure this is not cloudy? Ow, I can't get my arm out of here.
No,
Ow.
it's focusing every time your arm or something comes in front of it.
Sorry.
It focuses on that, and then it's like.
Alright, well, we're done
So
planting the
you can
plants.
see the hairs on your arm really good.
That's good to know. Oh, yeah, it is a lot of focus. Hang on. Let's back up. Maybe that'll help. Get some perspective here.
Perspective. Everybody has their own perspectives.
Wow, it just doesn't want to focus. There we go. I need perspective. Alright, water change. Let's take out some of this junk that we just stirred up. Python is one of the greatest inventions for fish keepers. Just gonna put that out there. So one of the things that has allowed people to easily ramp up how many tanks they have.
How many tanks they have, right?
Yeah, exactly. With really, if it wasn't for this Python, I don't know. Or some, the whole idea behind it doesn't have to be a Python like brand name, but the siphon. It would make my life a whole lot harder. I probably wouldn't be doing this big of a fish room. What is that? It's like moss. Okay. Just making sure I wasn't sucking any hellfire out. Try and clean all this. This tank does get a lot of bottom debris. I should probably clean it a lot more than I do. Which is probably why I have a lot of algae problems. But at the end of the day, the algae is balancing the tank, right? Just with algae. Do I see your pleco tail? I don't know. I usually see the tail of the pleco that's in here.
I tell you, it's talking about my whale tail.
So you have a pleco tail instead of a whale tail?
Yeah.
I don't want to know. It's a reverse banana hammock. Mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Hey, Ian, that tank looked pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah, you picked those up yesterday, right? That salt water?
Yeah.
Set up. Did you get the fish in there too, or was it already broken down? Sorry, had to cough. All right. So yeah, in case anybody was curious, these are fricatas, pseudomugil, rainbows.
Smoothgill.
Blue eyes. I guess they're not rainbows anymore, which I don't know. I don't know.
So let me get this right. If you put rainbows, say some kind of rainbow that's small like them, will they be able to breed together?
I don't know.
No, because they're a different
They are the same
species
species. Well,
category.
they're the same genus, but they're different species. Some species can crossbreed, some can't. Right? I guess
Because
it all
all
depends.
blue eyes could cross.
The potential exists, I guess, because they are the same genus, right? So they are genetically similar.
Because I have thread fins
Well, those are
with
different though.
my.
Those aren't the same genus as pseudomugils.
All
So
right, so
they
there's no
couldn't breed
chat.
with pseudos. No, yeah. Same thing with celebes, like those rainbows. Those are not the same as pseudos either, even though they're very similar looking. Like
Mm-hmm.
with their blue eyes and stuff like
The
that.
blue eye,
Yeah, they're not blue eyes. Blue-eyed rainbows, not
they're
considered.
yeah, the rainbow,
And I believe they're still considered true rainbows, as opposed to the blue eyes, which
blue
somehow got kicked out.
of the rainbow
But they're still
club.
in the what is it? The ANGFA, right? Because that just stands for Australia New Guinea Fishes Association, or something like that. I believe the fishes is plural because there's more than one type, right?
And I don't know.
Come on, you
I
don't know how
guess
English works?
take your word for it.
Isn't it? If it's
Um,
like all these fricatas, I would call this fish, right? These are one fish, so you could refer to fish. But if I had different types of like the fricatas and the pandas and whatever, I would refer to as fishes. I believe that's how that works. I could be wrong.
Paul Stera says back in the pre-Python days, buckets and a hose
Yeah,
were the way to do water changes.
I know. Can you imagine doing that? Well, I got 26 tanks now, something like that, 25 tanks. That would suck. And some of these tanks are, I need to be doing like 30-gallon water changes on. That would suck with buckets. I used to do the bucket thing. That got old. That got real old.
Ian said no livestock yet. Gonna get this tank I got up and going. Get
Nice.
everything stable before.
Perfect.
And
I wasn't sure if it was stocked or if it was already like you know what I mean. Like that was the condition. You take the tank, you take the fish. I didn't know it was already broken down or whatever. That's cool.
Shanna says we had to break the tanks down. The two salt waters are still up and running
Oh.
while Ian got the tank set up. Then we will go back for livestock.
Ah. Okay. Now that makes more sense. Gotcha. All right. Do we have that's on? Okay, cool. No.
Paul Sotero says most of the larger rainbows can interbreed.
Yeah, like the
And
melanitanias and stuff like that. They'll breed with each other, I believe. Um, a lot of them will. I don't know if all of them will. Right? I mean, I'm sure. What is the other one? There's that other brand, Glossolopus or whatever. I can't remember what that. I don't know what they're called.
Spin goes. Good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you.
Who was
I
that?
use 5-gallon buckets in my tanks. They're only 20 gallons, so it's manageable.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong. If it's working for you, do it. I'm just saying, man. It would. I would need something better. I would have to hook up like a pump into a trash can or even down the drain.
Yeah, I want to get a pump because I feel like I waste too much water when I'm doing
Doing.
water changes.
Yeah, that
My, uh, My, uh,
siphon. The siphon thing is wasting
Python.
water. And I have a whole different fill system than I use for my siphon. This is just a drinking safe water hose, garden hose, and goes through a pre-mixing valve, so it's technically supposed to be in the 60s, 70s, I think, high 60s.
China hashtag
This thing
buckets for
leaks.
life.
This stupid, it's dripping water around the. This was like a tighten that. Pop this off and tighten that, whatever the nut that's there. And I also have this going through a carbon block filter too, just to be safe. The whole house goes through a carbon block filter, and then the fish tank goes through a second one. So I don't use dechlorinator because we don't use chloramines, we just use chlorine currently. That may change. But it's working. That dude. Not looking good. Maybe he's just looking for food. The other blue eyes I have are what are the Gertrudes, which we just gathered the eggs from. I think I'm gonna throw them up in this tank too. Gather some more of these eggs. These guys get significantly bigger than the other pseudos I keep. Like these guys are. Some of these are. Look at that guy in the back there. That's like the OG dude. He looks phenomenal. Oh, I actually got a video of these guys flaring the other day. Where is that video? Man, I forgot I take some of this stuff. Excuse me.
Allosaurus, I use a real 2,100 pump
Nice.
with braided tubing for water changes.
For that extra, so it doesn't burst. Yeah. That's all that pressure sometimes under pumps. I could see it. What do they get, like that aneurysm thing going? All right. Hose is away. Water change is done. Lid is closed. Where is my towel? There it
Wow,
is.
there's actually a rock underneath that.
I know, all that black red algae, right? Well, we got more plants in here. Let's try and clean this glass a little. All the water I spilled everywhere. Probably should have used a different towel besides my towel. All right. Let that settle down. Good enough for now. Let's take a sip of coffee. Now, I don't know if anybody looked at this recently, but I got the most recent magazine, Amazonas. Here, you know what? We need a better camera.
Alashon was saying that the braided prevents tube kinking.
Oh yeah, I could see that too. Amazonas, the latest magazine. Probably shouldn't have set it on a wet thing. Bad idea. Bad idea.
You have a subscription.
I do. I like this magazine. I was looking through it the other day and it had a section on the Triple Crown. This is Rusty Wessel's fish house. That's his pond, right? And I was looking at this. Dun, 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 those are my notes on the thing. But this is the Babes auction, right? I'm looking in here and I'm looking over here and there's people over here I recognize. I see Chattanooga Ed. I see James. I see Bruiser. I see Jenny Lynn. I see my head. I see Stephen P. I see Maria, Steph. I see part of Maria's head. I see Steph. A whole bunch of people in there. Probably other people on the other side. I didn't even look. I thought that was cool. Like, hey, my head's in a magazine.
Your head's in the magazine.
Side of my head's in. You can see the hat and the shirt I was wearing. Wait, these are the notes I got from my Aquascaping Contest. Look at this. This is the guy that scored me the lowest. So whoever you are, W.
A wet stool can sometimes be helpful.
Man, that's a hard glare on that, isn't it? Can't even see this. Anyway, I got a 72 on this one, 78, Got some notes that overall nice work. I would have liked to seen it in more triangular layout, built up on the left a bit more. This would have given in the depth it needed. Yep, I could see that. This guy gave me an 81. No notes. And then whoever this was, gave me a 92. I like you.
Paul said that he was in that picture.
Oh, are you? I didn't see. I know you were like on the other side of the room, so I didn't even look over there yet. I haven't got a chance to read it. I just paged through it and saw that, hey, there's a triple crown. I'm like, hey, there's me. And a bunch of other people.
Daniel Velez. I said good morning to you.
Good morning, Daniel. Again.
Good morning again.
Okay, so we still have some crypts. And we still have tanks that have issues. Well, what can we do with these other crypts? I guess we could put them in the Gertrude tank? Meh. I know where we can put them. Go over here. Go over here. How about in this tank? This tank's a mess too. So we'll put some here. We need more plants in the tanks that are algae ridden. We're going to take back this fish room, people.
Some of the nutrients.
We're going to take back the fish room. All right, hold on. Oh, yeah, here's the wall of fish fam magnets so far. There's Fishy Mom. Give her. Only Oscars. Jenny Lynn. Whoops. Get on there. Fishy Mom. Some guy. Chattanooga Ed. Paplin. Foxy. Lefty. Aquatic Morning Show. Lefty. Kaler. Stephen P. I have Jenna P sticker somewhere. I just haven't got it on the thing.
The magnet.
More people down there. Rico. Bunny. Danikin. Running out of room. It's the fish fan wall.
You gotta get a dedicated like get a refrigerator and stick them all on your refrigerator.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, I mean, I might actually be doing that, getting like a small, like mini fridge, because I want something that has a freezer, like a little small freezer section, even if it's not like the greatest freezer.
Okay, that
I need
sticker
something.
you had pointed to earlier that has a Cory and it's like a black and white
This
sticker.
one?
Who is that? Who's that sticker?
This one?
No. I know that skipper. It's
Cory.
black and white.
This?
Rectangular. Yeah.
That's
Who's that?
this is not Pep. Tech. Thank you. So I have a T-shirt of this, right? I wore this T-shirt to the Clash, and I'm standing there talking to Sam Scales about his art, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's one of mine too." And I realized he did do this. So I was wearing a Sam Scales T-shirt, talking to Sam Scales, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But I like that. I think that's cool. I like that art. I like the T-shirt too.
That's a cool sticker. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that off
Where
whatever. I got it when I got the T-shirt. I got it from his. I think he had like a Teespring or some merch store. Go to Pectec's
All
website.
right,
Or,
and he sent a sticker with the T-shirt.
no, I bought the sticker too. I think it was like. I bought it when I got the. I forget what it was.
I get you.
We got a lot of backlight here, so.
Good morning, Bunny Viper.
That's better, slightly better. All right, what'd I do with the container that I had the algae in? There it is. There it is.
You poured it in your coffee cup.
Yeah, drinking it. The other part of this is like the light on this one is not that great of a light. But we are growing dwarf sage pretty well. That seems to have carpeted the whole tank. The one crypt that's in here is kind of been like that for all ever. So I'm going to clean out some of this algae. See the little goby. And then plant those other
Paul
crypts.
Cetera said Jason the Bear Fridge works as a perfect display for stickers.
Sweet. Is there a freezer part in the bear fridge? You know.
And Alison says, FYI, Jason, your redhead tapajos have been officially described.
I heard.
Geophagus,
I don't know what the name. What is it? Go ahead. Geophagus what?
okay, hard word pass over. Species name translates to firehead.
Oh, nice. Right. I did hear that they're no longer called Tapajos. They now have a name, right?
Yeah,
And if only I could.
it's a Geophagus hard word pass over.
Hard word Passover. Okay. Mm, these are those purple rocks, pink rocks that I got at the landscape yard. What was that? 2 summers
And
ago.
Steph said, there should always be a freezer part to a beverage.
I agree. I bled over these rocks. That's what I was getting at.
You bled over them.
Yup.
So bleed with me.
Bleed with me. Wow, these dudes are like
Window liquor,
fluffy.
Jason, I really don't get this black beard algae. All over the rocks are
I know.
connected by sumps, and the tanks on the system all filled with plants. How can you not have enough plants to balance it out?
Well,
I'm lost.
the other system is actually where I did balance it out with the plants. This system, it has some plants, but I don't think it has enough. Though it does have quite a bit now. The tank below, it's got a bunch of duckweed in it too. It's got some.
Vibes Aquatic says he's going to church. Thanks for the live stream.
Thanks for stopping by, Vibes. Good seeing you, man.
Hug your loved ones and friends for me. Peace out, y'all. Till later.
Have a good one, man. This is just like crazy. It's like so fluffy. Mm-mm. I mean, maybe I just got the lights on too long. I don't know. I do think there's an imbalance though. There's got to be something. Oh, it's actually what are we were thinking it was phosphates, right? Wasn't a lot of this problem because that's how when I brought the phosphates in check, relatively in check, in the other tank is when the blackbeard algae started going away. Took a long time, but it went away. I did like, every time I'd do a water change in the tank, like I'd skim over the hairy rock, and pieces would come off. So I guess, technically manually removing some. Trying not to make a huge mess. Just gonna get like the worst of it. A lot of times, sometimes it just takes a little spark of like getting rid of some of it to make a change, I guess. Because then it's got to
Guess who's
reestablish.
here?
Guess who's here?
Lefty.
Lefty, what's
He
going
said
on, man?
it's weird being up early on weekends
Isn't it nice? It's nice. And you realize, dude, you have all day.
to do something.
That's right. And half of tonight, too. Look at that. It's like trying to catch like fish with your fingers. Alright, we're pretty much good here. Let me pull this tuft off over here. Blackbeard. Mm-mm.
And Kenny just accepted a new position in his job.
Sweet.
Congratulations, Kenny.
Congrats. Hopefully it's a better position. Am I blocking everything? Yeah, you can't see anything. What the heck? You don't tell me this? All right,
I was
whatever.
reading chat.
It's good enough. Good enough. I'm going to dump out this algae. Ow. Ow.
And Lefty says we have very different definition of nice.
Nice. Well, you got to think positive, right?
Everybody has a different perspective.
Think about that. Exactly. The reason you have a problem with mornings is not because of the morning, it's because of you. It's your perspective. Just jump out of bed and be like, yo, this is going to be an absolutely positively fantastic day. And then you get your blood moving, man. Good luck with that. All right. Probably have to do a slight water change
Those
on this too. Rips.
those tetras, the
In this tank?
no, the ones I had given you.
Yeah, in this tank, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, candy cane tetras.
candy cane tetras.
And
They're getting pretty old now.
yeah, they're getting big, right? like aging out. There's
Yeah.
also these Emperor tetras, man. I really like those Emperor tetras. I think they're cool. I like the
Yeah.
candy canes too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Emperor tetras. They were in a drawing in Steven's P stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. I like them.
Emperor.
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 You know what? I'm gonna take some of this sage out. It's kind of too much. Put that in there. Go down here. Crippy. Stick you into the dirt.
Eduardo says Jason's grunts always interesting.
I didn't realize it was grunting. It's just hard to get in here sometimes. It's like such an awkward angle. Might have been. It's gonna take a little bit for them to root to the light.
That says I have no problem being up early during events, but on work weekend it is blah.
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 See? You should jump out of bed at 5 a.m. and be like, you know, this is gonna be absolutely positively fantastic day. And then you do it.
And Eduardo says, I like saying this about Mondays. I love Mondays. It's the beginning of the end of the week, staying positive.
There you go. It's all about perspective, right? Oh, look at this. I missed a whole bunch
Yeah.
of this back here.
Lefty doesn't hate Mondays.
Yeah, I mean, Mondays aren't great. Work is never really fun. Well, at least, I mean, I'm sure there's that guy or girl
Yeah.
that's loving their
Come on,
job.
man. Work is work. That's why they call it work.
That it's one of those people like when you get it in your hobby, like whatever it's fish keeping, whatever you're doing, like some people try to turn it into a business. I don't think I could be that person, because then it would become no longer fun, right? It would become a chore, something I have to do. You know, I'm not saying I mean, there are obviously people out there that do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I am not that person.
You
And
find a
you got to
job you
recognize who
love.
you are at some point in life, right?
You find a job that you love, and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's a load of crap. That's all I got to say. That's some stuff people put in t-shirts to sell so they don't have to work a day in their life. All right. Should probably do a little water change here. Let's back that up. I got a bunch of dwarf sage I got to figure out what to do with now too. Those itches. Maybe I should put some of that dwarf sage in the other tank that I just put the. Yeah.
Well, Sarah says, what do you call a person who looks forward to Mondays? Retired.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. I agree with that. And I was like, I was a little worried about putting this in this tank, but then I realized, like, what am I worried about? Blackbeard algae that's in it. I just pulled out like globs of blackbeard algae in that tank. Man, it's like a carpet. Look at this thing. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna put it in here and see what happens. Just gonna, I guess, lightly kind of root it in the ground and get all the floaty parts. Get some sand on it.
Eduardo says, I love my vocation. It's a choice I'll never regret. It is work because I get paid, but I love what I do.
Well, that's cool. Can't fault you for that.
Yeah. I can't say that I love loading trucks, you know?
I love watching dirt. It's great. I mean, I do. I mean, my job is like one of those things. Like, it has its moments. It also has its really tedious moments too. Like waiting all day for a load of stone to show up. It's kind of really boring. But I gotta be there.
Science Gal says I would not let Lefty sleep at all at the show.
Yeah, that's what Kirk said to me too. He's like, I'm not letting you sleep at all. Even though he was sleeping, he refused to let me.
Joke's on you. I was really awake and I was
Just making
pretending
that
to.
noise. You're just pretending to snore the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, then I feel better because then I know you got no sleep too. Trying to get. I don't even see when I put that dwarf sage in the other tank. A bunch of leaves came off, so I'm trying to scoop up the leaves right now. Oh, you probably did see that. Oh, no, you didn't.
Only Oscars, good morning.
What's up? Good morning, only Oscars. I just showed off your sticker. Which I turned into a magnet, I believe. Either that or you sent me a magnet. I don't remember. Alright, what was I going to do? Water change. So let's stop the tank. Last time I did this, I overflowed the sump because I realized I put too much water in last time.
Rico said I did like work in it. I made some lifelong friends, but being retired is the goal, right? Now I can do what I want to do. Nothing.
Solid goals in life. That's it. Imagine doing nothing. That'd be great.
And only Oscars is saying I'm with you, Rico, on doing nothing.
Yeah, I could deal with it. I could certainly deal with it more than, doing something. Going through a quick little water change here. Let's get some of this excess stuff I stirred up. Is that you dropping off and coming back? Yep, I think Fisherman hit a button. Hold on. Let me bring him back. There you are. Did you hit a button?
Yeah. Rico says it, not it. IT, not
IT.
it.
Oh, I see.
Information
Technologies.
tech, technician or whatever.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rico. You weren't an it. You were
IT.
an IT.
Internet twat. I need one of those IT guys over here.
It. He was
It.
an it.
He was it.
He was it.
He was the it.
The it.
It. Like
It.
cousin it. I
Yes.
mean, just grow the hair a little longer. All right, let's get this little blades of grass out of here.
Eric has finally woken up, it looks like.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Eric.
Is it Mr.
Got to meet
Wyrock?
Eric at Flash.
Yeah. And his Rico Stan leggings.
Yeah.
I am so, like, what is it, in Saturday morning cartoons, when I was walking around at the Clash, and Rico, or not Rico, well, Rico was there, but Eric Wyrock and Jess from Lady Metalhead were wearing their leggings, and they were, the only thing that sucked is, I guess I was losing signal, so it came through nothing but pixelated mess, but that was the funniest thing. I wish I would have had that, like, a better quality version of that, but it came through as, like, so pixelated, you can't even see what's happening.
Right.
Which I didn't know that, because that sucked. That was a moment.
The Wi-Fi wasn't the greatest there, right?
Yeah, that was where it was kind of like that range where I couldn't get my cell signal and the Wi-Fi was cutting out.
Right.
But the deeper I went into that room, I could get my cell signal, but I couldn't get the Wi-Fi. But I was like a weird. Yeah. Apparently, there's internet in that Wi-Fi hall or that expo room too, but it was locked. Whatever.
Oh, I see.
Didn't have the password. They wouldn't let me in. They were like, no.
Yeah.
No degenerates allowed.
Or no depths.
They don't know, but they might know. I was just using that as a general term. All right, I'm going to fill this up.
Vanowski, good morning.
What's up, Vanowski?
Vanowski.
Potato. Vanowski. Bostock. Isn't that a racetrack in Russia?
Eduardo saying had to be there to witness the signing. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. I have that on video too.
Period on Eric's butt side.
Forgot I had that video. It was a good time.
And Lefty says, we gotta figure out Expo Hall Wi-Fi for next year. Scotty is freak.
Yes, Scotty. What's up?
Yes, Scotty.
Yes, Scotty.
Yes, Scotty.
Better get on that. I'm gonna sick my muscle on you.
And
Kurt
next year, Scotty, I'm actually gonna buy boots with taller.
I showed you the boots you had on this year. Jeez, man, you can't get much taller than that.
Yeah, well, believe me, I can. They're called lumberjack boots.
Yeah. Platform heels.
Yeah. They're especially made for like walking uphill.
Both ways.
Exactly.
All right. Still got a couple floaties in there. Let's wipe the glass. Get all the water off of it. Turn the pump back on.
Kenny said, I have 2 helpers in the fish room. Miss Shanna and Kat are coming to help with the fish room today.
Nice.
It's going to be a fun day.
Heck yeah.
You should film some of it, Kenny.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure he thought of that already.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kenny's a smart guy.
It's like you'd given Target like business advice, man. Like, come on. I think the guy knows what he's doing. Come on. Just look at his size of his channel compared to the size of your channel. You shouldn't say
Exactly.
Exactly.
He should be giving me advice.
Kenny, what advice you got for us? we need all the help we can get.
Oh. Mary Beth, good morning.
Good morning, Mary Beth. How's it going?
He says, I'm lurking and doing housework.
Well, you
My
know,
hub tells me to sit down and relax.
yeah, there's that.
Has he ever met me?
You know,
He's off this weekend. I get up early and lurk and work with you guys.
that's awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in, Mary
Thank you,
Beth.
Mary.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary Beth.
All right, what was I gonna do? I was gonna show. I have video. Do I still have video? I had video. Yeah. Yeah.
Of the
But
signing?
no. Well, I have the video of the signing too. I could probably show that. I don't know if we want it. Well, yeah. Let's talk. All right. All right. Let's go.
What do you have video of? What?
I got video of the signing. I'm not sure what's going on with the audio, so it could be a little raucous, people. Let me pull this up. See what is happening. Bear with me. What camera are we looking at? The 1K, the 4K camera. Okay. Oh, yep, there's where Eric Wyrock's ass, so hang on. See some audio going here. Where's the desktop? Right here. Bap. 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 Alright, we were all standing out by Rico's car because he brought wood.
So
Rico had wood in his trunk.
we're at right here.
There you go. Right here, right under me. I want to be potatoes.
How big do you like it?
That's something you should not ask while a man is bending over in front of you.
Not too big, not too little.
What did he ask?
Right in between.
He said, "How big?" Oh, you can't. That's right. You can't hear the audio. He said, "How big do you like it?"
Well, that's it tickles.
It's fucking hard to do.
Yeah, I bet it is. There we go.
Wait. The other way, Eric. The other way. There you
I
go.
mean,
There
an ass.
you
Wait,
go.
hold on. There's another fan here that's got this.
All right, that was that was Eric signing. Then Lady Metalhead got signed next. Hold on, got that video too. I forget that you can't hear the audio. Everybody else can hear the audio, but you can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know a way around that actually. To get you to hear it.
That's all right. I was there in person, so I got to hear it firsthand.
I think this morning show should be live from Fishtoberfest next weekend. Get on that plane. Yeah, I know. I wish, man. I actually really would have liked to go into that. What is going on with this? And let me stop loading.
And Carrie said that you got a better angle than she did.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's the angle of the dangle. Or is it dongle?
The angle of the angle. Damn it. I don't know. Something happened here. It's not right. There it goes. I store all my stuff on like OneDrive, and sometimes OneDrive just like it takes like a minute for it to recognize like, hey, you want to download something? All right, whoop, that was all the audio you just heard. Let's go look at it. Bam. All right, this is Lady Jess, Lady Metalhead. I am. Hold on. Oh yeah.
This shouldn't be worse.
On the white area.
It's on the
Come on, do it.
that you're
Well, I guess we know what you're into, buddy.
Yep.
nice.
I'm watching you, Rico.
Thank you.
Don't move. Don't move.
There's Eduardo's sister.
I was a little more careful.
Surgical. All right. That was the pants signing. Good times. All right, guys.
Mary Beth said my date.
Hey.
I got
You
to
don't need to
see
hear that.
Rico's
You don't need to hear me
dad
talking.
sign your.
Hang on. This is the aquascape tank that you won, that you gave. I filmed this morning. I gotta add some water.
Oh,
I gotta do a little bit of a water change, just because
yeah.
the wood is leaching a lot of tannins now. So like when the lights are off, it looks like tea colored.
Right, right.
But it's still doing pretty good. Nothing much has changed. Some of the plants have died back. You can see a little bit of that. There are 2 guppies in here that somehow made the trip. There's one in the corner up there. There's a female in there
Are the
too.
shrimp still in there too, right?
I saw 4 shrimp the one day, whenever it was. But yeah, there's a male and female guppy, Endler hybrid. Yep, and that was this morning. I gotta take a little video. Sitting in the whatever the corner of my dining room.
I like those plants on the right
Yeah,
underneath the filter.
I was looking at those, and if you look, well, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe I can get a better, frame here. Like in this area right here, this leaf, this stem is bent over, but it spreads out in like a fan, and it's got like these little nodules on it, right? And it's got
Yeah.
these leaves. Now I was looking at this. Hang on, let's go over here. Let me move this camera. I guess I should turn that light on too. Okay. Now I was looking at these Tropica, like what are these print things that I have? First of all, they're a little uneven, but whatever. But this one, let me get the camera position so I can get closer to it. Right there, it's very similar with that. How it goes into a nodule.
That-
Yeah, that plant right there. What is it? Echinodoris vesuvius. It's very
Oh,
similar
that
looking.
plant.
Yeah, that plant. It's kind of got the. I mean, the leaves are a little more corkscrewy, but it's got that thing that spreads out in a fan. So I'm wondering, it might be that plant, or it might be very similar to that plant, or a different version, or a different kind.
It's isn't it like it's flower?
I don't know. I honestly don't know if it flowers from that or not. Yeah, I guess it is in the picture. There's a flower coming out of it. So maybe. And those plants were donated by Tropica, I believe, for the contest. So maybe it is that plant, or like some version of that plant. You know what I mean? You know how there's different morphs or
John
whatever.
Ken says she had quite the grip on Rico's wood while during the signing. Yes, she did.
Yeah,
She did, John.
the death grip. It's never good.
Literally, she did. The death grip.
The death grip. These are Luminatus. These guys are looking good. This tank is a little bit of a mess. And I still have one of the shrimp sticks that I gotta get out of here. These guys are doing good. I should probably get a mop in there at some point and get some more of those guys going. Plans. But I got nowhere to hatch them out at the moment. Because I did a thing. Alright, we were talking about my salty blue eyes, right? First of all, should probably do a water change on these guys, because I could probably show you how to do that, right? Deal with the brackish water. This is a brackish tank. What do you think? It's not that hard. And they're kind of due for a water change. I'm trying to lock the legs on this tripod. Problem is the tripods are not quite this tall. And
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Yep. Do what you gotta do, man. Make sure you wash your hands. Alright, we'll get to angle this up a little. So we can get any good footage of them. These guys get the craziest blue sheen on them. I don't know, I can see it from where I'm standing, but I don't know if it's coming through on camera. They have like a yellow in their fins, black outline, and a blue sheen on their body. Really cool. These are Cyanide Dorsalis, which means blue dorsal, blue back, right? That's what their common name is, blue back, blue eye. Anyway, this tank is brackish, and I did an update video on this on my channel. Excuse me. And they were laying eggs. I had a mop in here once, like right off the bat, and a ton of eggs. And then in the sponge filter that's in this tank, they just started laying eggs like crazy too. Now, let's see if you can see it. At the top of the water, I don't know if you can see anything up there. There is a buttload of fry all over this tank. And there's like, I mean, I swear these guys must have just hatched this morning because they're like really small. So, I took some of the eggs that were sitting on that sponge, and I threw them down in the tank below while there were still eggs. Down here. Now, nothing in this tank but shrimp at the moment and plants. But there are fry.
It's freshwater.
It is freshwater. So there is 3 or 4 fry in this tank now that have hatched. I added another scoop of eggs the other day, so maybe I'll hopefully get a little bit more. Let's see about seeing like how they work out in freshwater. Now my water's pretty hard, so a lot of minerals in here too. They're just not salt. So let's see how they do in the freshwater scenario. See if they grow up, spend their entire lives. They were born in freshwater, so we'll see what happens. If they start to do poorly, then maybe I'll start adding salt. But it's a little experiment. We're gonna try it out. But yeah, this tank up here, this is brackish, is a 5 gallon. To grow it, that other one's a 10. Where are we at? There we are. And what I did is I took some of that coral rock from my saltwater tank that had algae growing on it, and threw it in here, and then kind of drip acclimated it to brackish, which I believe did not kill the bacteria, because the tank has been doing great ever since. Where am I looking for? This. I want to clean the algae that's growing on the glass. I'm going to drain some water. We're going to do a little water change here. Got to make sure I don't pin any babies against the glass. Get out while you can. This is like, I got to hold on to this tank because this is the top rack.
It wobbles.
And it's a very small tank. Get out the way, babies. Just get some of the algae that's growing on the glass. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Now, I'm not using I could use the Python for this, but it seems like a lot of overkill, and I'm worried about those little babies. So, let me find my little bucket. Where is my little bucket gone? Here it is.
They're probably saying to themselves, it's a tsunami.
Hey man, these guys live in like, tidal areas, right? I can't imagine that they can't handle some like changes. You know what I mean?
It's a tsunami.
I think they come from, I don't actually know. I guess it's like almost kind of like a swamp creek that meets the water. Salt water gets in there, the ocean water. It also gets fresher.
Mangrove swamp.
Kind of like a mangrove, but I don't think there's mangroves on that side of the world.
I don't know. Is there?
I don't know.
Isn't there?
I think mangroves are, maybe. I don't know, honestly. Is there mangroves? Yeah, there probably could be. Mangroves could be.
What, they can't grow on the other hemisphere?
I don't know if they do, is what I was saying. I know they're in Florida. Anyway, I got this old Python thingy. Smaller one with the little pumpy. Get it started. And I have this small little bucket. Pumpy. Small little 2-gallon bucket, I think this is. 2.5 gallon. And I have my pre-mixed brackish water already. So, I'll show you how to do that. Let me get this in here and get it down. Make sure I don't got any babies.
Yeah, don't suck up no babies.
That would be bad, right? Oh, Jesus. Just spilling water all over the floor because I'm not watching.
Usually what happens.
Yup. Pay attention, dude.
Aim for the bucket.
Yes. The bucket.
Sometimes it's hard to concentrate on aiming for the bucket and making sure that you don't suck up no babies or nothing, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of why I'm just keeping it at the bottom. Whoops. Missed the bucket. Twice. Quite a bit of flow water on the floor. Whoops. Whoops! Alright.
Brackish
Brackish.
water.
Alright, let me dump this. Ooh, what is wrong with me? I keep spilling it everywhere. What the hell? Get a grip, dude. Alright, let's grab some towels. Clean up this water I spilled all over the floor. Before it gets, makes a mess, you know. This is the beauty of working on concrete here. It doesn't really matter.
Mm.
I don't have carpet down here. Every time I spill water on the floor, it kind of cleans the floor. Self-cleaning. Alright. Water change. I forgot I stuck this background on here.
Ideal substrate for all fish rooms.
But it's not even on. I should put that on there.
Concrete.
Let's do that real quick. I forgot I cut that little background and I never taped it on. It's just sitting there. Get the tape. I'll tape it on real quick. I'm just going to use duct tape. Nothing crazy. I have black duct tape. Black duct tape.
Is it Gorilla duct tape?
I think it might actually be. I got it at Home Depot a while ago. Throw a bit on there. Pow. Throw a little bit on there. Pow. Come around the other side because I can't get to it from that angle. Move some stuff out the way. Put this on there. Whoops. A little bit of salt creeping on that side. All right. Okay, background's been taped on. Now, I use this old gallon jug.
And Chewy says depends
Arizona iced
if
tea.
the concrete is blonde or not.
Concrete blonde, yeah. And I mix it to that salinity. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But that's what's in this jug. Basically half salt.
Half salt.
Half the salt of a reef or whatever. I guess the standard is 020. Whoops. And I just add the water back in. Kind of just sitting at room temp.
And that's a 10-gallon, right?
5. It's a 5-gallon tank.
Oh, that's
So,
a 5-gallon.
1 gallon is 20%, right? So I
Yeah.
just basically did a 20% water change. Now, when I mix up my salt, I usually mix it up in this, I think this is a 20-some gallon trash can right there. And I mix up the salt to, well, I was doing 0.0234-ish, but I think I'm going to start mixing it saltier. I want to rinse the bottom of this real quick so I'm getting like dirt and gunk in there. But I use that water for doing the saltwater tank changes, water changes and stuff like that. I pre-mix it and I let it sit. But I also use it, it's on wheels. I also fill the saltwater jug, or this jug out of it. Now I usually do it when the water is a lot fuller than this, so. I did a water change on my saltwater tank earlier this week and I just left this sitting here because I was going to use it for this exact purpose. Tilt it a little, get a little more water in there. Try to get a little more than half. It's hard. Doesn't want to fill. Oh, it says it's already full. That's too much.
Wait until I get my hands on you.
I should probably mark this. This would actually probably save me a whole lot of time. I'm going to set this over here for a minute. See it? Yeah, you can see it. It's a little... Dump a little more out. Take that jug. Now you can buy gallon jugs of distilled water, or if you have an RO system or an RO buddy, you can make your own. Luckily, I have an RO system, so I make my own, and I just mix it. A mad scientist.
Window Liquor wants to know if you blacked out the cave tank when you were gone.
No, I did not. We did talk about that, but I did not do that. Okay. Got a good mix there. Put the lid on this. Shake it up. Probably should make sure the lid's on there because I see water flying everywhere. Okay. Okay. Now, if you're going to do anything with salt, I recommend, highly recommend, getting one of these refractometers. These used to be crazy expensive. This is like 30, 40 bucks now on Amazon. Basically, it's a little thing that uses light, the refraction of light. I don't know. I'm not the scientist here, guys. For some reason, the refraction of light can spread and whatever. It's kind of like a prism, but different. And it'll let you know the salinity of something. These can be calibrated with distilled water. I do calibrate mine every once in a while. Get a little pipette. Put a little drop on the thing.
TJ says you pour water like a fishy bartender.
Exactly. Put the rest of that water back. Stay there. Close this clampy. Look at the light. This says it is, holy cow, 0.01. Looks like it's halfway between 4 and 5, so could be a little saltier, but it's almost exactly dead on. That was actually a good mix, man. Let's see, I could probably, let me get a little cup. If I could just add like a little more salt water in there, probably make it a little saltier. So let's do that. I'm gonna dump some of this out.
Sweat into it.
No thanks. I'm just gonna dump a little schmutz out. Oh, I got this cup here. Why don't I just dump it in there? There you go. And it always takes a lot more water to change the salinity than you think it is. I've noticed that. So I took a little bit out, maybe like half a cup, 1 cup.
You should get a turkey baster.
I have a turkey. Oh Jesus! Why do measuring cups always do that? Aren't they supposed to design to spill the water out, not travel down the side of the glass? If you do it too fast, it does that. All right, good enough. All right, let's test it. Should be good. Either way, it's gonna be good. And it's brackish thing. A lot of thing in brackish is it's a constantly changing environment, right? So it doesn't have to be exact every single time. Obviously, you don't want to shock the hell out of the fish, so you need it to be kind of close. But as water evaporates, it gets saltier. Probably even just top off sometimes. But it's such a small volume of water that I just do water.
You don't want to send the fish into osmotic shock.
Yeah, really. All right, where are we?
Is that even a thing?
Probably.
I don't know. I just made that up.
I think it's probably just shock. Yeah, this is real close. This is good enough. It's like a little closer to the 1015 than it is the 014. So I made it a little saltier. This is a slightly less salty batch. So and then I have this ready to go for the next time, right? Set it down there. That way if I ever have to do like an emergency water change and I gotta worry about mixing water. Put the refractometer back.
Jason is the Tom Cruise
I keep
cocktail of the fish room.
I keep that one
the
pipette
fish
pure
farm.
for the calibration. Yeah. Spinning bottles. Then I will take this, fill it up. Guess I can show you that too. Let me move some stuff out of the way. I gotta turn on some lights. Let me get set up over here in that way. I have to jostle everything. This is kind of tight over in this corner.
Damn, it's windy outside.
Is it? It was raining all day yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's doing today. Well, it was kind of.
I think it is raining.
It was kind of like rainy, like it was gonna rain. I don't think it was raining when I was out earlier, when I took the dog out and stuff, but it was definitely a gray day.
This morning?
Yeah, this morning. Like whatever, 6:37. That's when I took the dog out. Hey. Fix that. Alright, let's see what the camera's looking like, the other one. Yeah, you get to see my grody sump sink area. There we go. Yep. Perfect. Let me get the
Perfect.
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 Perfecto. There's a lot of salt water left in this bucket. See, I gotta manage this a little bit better. Probably should have did a bigger change of salt water in the saltwater tank. Alright, what did I do? I pinned myself in a corner here. I can't get past the tripod. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna go this way for a sec. You see? Let's see.
Yeah.
You can see. Oh, it's heavy. So I usually, whatever, if there's usually a little bit of water left in here, I just dump it out. I usually try to say, like, what I usually don't have leftover water. I take this water, whatever's left over, I'll fill up jugs for my brine shrimp. So I use this for my brine shrimp hatchery, just marine salt. Works great. But
yeah.
my jugs are already full. This is leftover. This is just leftover water, guys. Going down the drain. Paid for that salt. Oh well. Okay. Now, I have a little mark that I made on the inside of one of these, like early on. And I take my bucket of salt that has water all over it, because I'll dry this off so I don't get water in the salt. Get all the dust off of it. And I just have a scoop. I think it's a 2-cup scoop. Whatever you're doing, like basically make sure you're consistent, right? I figured that 4 scoops of like whatever filled up salt. I don't know if you can see what I'm looking at. No, maybe not. Can you see the bucket?
Yeah.
This is salt encrusted, but I believe this is 2 cups. Let's see, what does it say? 1 3/4 cups. So okay, so I just scoop, shake it so it's level. That's number 1. It's number 2. Three. Something weird that fell in there. I don't know what that is, but I don't want it in my salt. It's number 4. Now, this has not been salty enough now every time I do it, so I either need less water, which is probably what I do need to do because I keep having extra water. What the hell do I do with the lid? There it is. 4 cups. I have a mark that I've been filling it to every single time, but I'm probably going to go less to make it saltier. Less water, more salt, right? More saltier water.
Right.
Right. Okay, let's go over here. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Sorry, guys, sorry. Let's get down. Now this. Usually, let me put this bucket over here. Just in case. Can you see everything? Can you see?
Yeah.
I keep a reserve of RO water right there. That's like 30 some gallons. So I pop the lid off of this. This is actually plumbed in to my RO system. I have a float valve. The RO water comes in. I don't know if you can see this, but there's one of that rigid piping goes in the side through a float valve. That shuts it off when it's full. I take my little pump, stick it in here. I have a pump just for this. This is an old sump pump. I upgraded my sumps. Got an old pump. Put it in there. Put it in there. The outlet's right here. Fill it up. This is where Monty comes running. Monty likes to sit on the bucket and look in.
While you're putting water in there?
Yeah, he loves watching water go into anything, like down a drain. You're in the bathroom peeing, he wants to watch you. He'll like get on the windowsill and just watch, like, what's going on down there? It's like, Monty, I was trying to be alone. Anytime I'm using a lot of times when I'm using a sump or the utility sink down here, he jumps on the washer. Has to watch what I'm doing. He's like so fascinated about water going down a drain. It's funny. Yeah, I'll just fill this up. I got
You
nice.
went out of focus. You're back in there.
I keep my arm in there so
You're
it's
back in there.
got something to focus on. Yeah, it takes a couple minutes. It's not the fastest pump in the world. Gets the job done. Yeah, we're about halfway. Now, there's my mark. I want to go a little less, so I'm going to try and go, let's go there. You can always add water and make it less salty, right? I can always add salt to make it more salty. That just becomes more of a pain. I'd rather get a nice level, find out where I would end up at 1.025 is what I'm going to try and get to. So I find that level, I'll mark that level, and that'll be for where I fill on from now on. Because I want to try and keep my because I got some corals now, I guess they'd like it saltier. And I have when I'm done filling this up, I'll turn the valve on, and then throughout the entire day, this will fill back up with RO water. And it's just, like I said, I like having water at the ready, so if I need it, it's there. I don't want to have to rush around, mix water, worry about it, the salinity. Sometimes it takes a little while for the salt to dissolve. If you don't mix it up well enough, it kind of sits in a clump. Like you can already see some at the bottom there. So I have a stick I stir it with a couple times. My trusty old PVC stick. Set this down for a sec. Alright. I'm getting close.
You're getting close.
Getting close to where I want to cut it off here. So I will make a guesstimate and say now. It's good. It's good.
Looks good.
Let it drain out a little so I don't get water everywhere. I got a bucket over here. I stick this in. This is only for the fresh RO water. This goes to nothing
Only.
else. Only. I don't contaminate
Nothing
nothing. Then I stir with my big old stick.
Maybe you could start selling RO water to people that don't have an RO unit.
People that don't have an RO unit, go buy distilled water. It's pretty cheap. It's like 68 cents a gallon. That's my advice.
And then
I believe some like local
so with
fish
distilled
places
water,
sell it,
you would
actually.
still have to remineralize it, right?
Yep, correctly. Distilled is almost the same thing as RO, as the same thing as rainwater. It's basically zero minerals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's stirred up pretty
So
good.
rainwater has no minerals at all?
Well, theoretically, it has very little to none. I believe that it has like some sort of impurity that the water
Whatever
molecules.
dust it passed through
Right. That's what
or
for it to, what do they
collects
call it?
along the way,
What's that word?
coming down.
Nucleation site or whatever it is to start forming on. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it. All right, what did I do with the lid? Oh, the lid's all the way over there. So let's move this out of the way.
So can you use that water to gargle with if you have a sore throat?
The salt water?
Yeah.
Why not? Probably work. Right? I suppose
And
I could test the salinity, but I'm going to wait
Steph-
and let it sit
Steph
for a little.
asked, do you have a small pump you can suction to the side of the bin that can stir the water?
Yeah, that would work too. That would work. But I mean, honestly, it doesn't take much to stir it up. Once it dissolves, it's not like it's going to come back out unless it all evaporates. You just got to get in. This is the one I use just for the saltwater tank too.
Once it dissolves, it won't recrystallize.
Only when the water evaporates.
Mm-hmm.
That's why saltwater tanks get saltier as the water evaporates, because the salt stays in, but the water doesn't. Right?
Right.
Right. All right, what am I doing?
Right.
Oh, I got to turn the RO on. Turn the RO system on, and now it's going to start filling. And that's how I do the salt. Let's get out of this corner.
Amazing.
I'm stuck.
It was the most riveting
Hey man, I'm sure somebody learned something.
footage I've ever seen.
Should be. What time is it, man? Holy cow, we're already past time.
It is 11:19.
Well, we've gone on long enough. I don't know what else we can do.
Give them a sneak peek, man.
Of?
No, you passed it already.
Of what? Oh.
You're 125.
Yeah, that hasn't moved since the last time we looked at it. It's collected more dust, I guess. That was one of those things that fell in my lap. I had to jump on it. I wasn't really ready for it, but I had to jump on it.
Yeah. You definitely have to mag float that glass, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do right now. Let me tighten this up because it's loose.
And that little Jedi you got there, who gave you that?
Oh, this
Patty?
Patty, I guess this is a reef holder or something for the, what are those, plug holders for corals?
Oh, it is.
It's made out of
So
cement.
it's tank safe.
Yeah, it's well, it's it's saltwater tank safe. Made out of some sort of plaster,
Okay.
concrete looking stuff, grout. Looks like its ear was broken, then glued back. I did try it. I had when I was gluing all the stuff down, I was putting the things in here, and he was holding it. But yeah.
Oh, he was your helper.
He was my helper for the moment, but after that, I don't know. I wasn't big on Yoda in my fish tank.
Come on, man.
Oh, you know what else?
You're not a Star Wars fan.
First of all, Star Wars was released on my birthday, the very first one. 1976, I believe. So, Star Wars and I have, history. But remember that angelfish that we were talking about that had the bloat or whatever, that had the big like yak and poop thing that was coming out of it and was all like distended and whatever? I put it in that quarantine system. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Does this ring a bell?
Yeah, the angel.
The angelfish, correct. Well, it's been, what is it, 3 weeks now? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I've fed him I didn't feed him for a while, and I fed him sparingly. And the other day, yesterday, actually, well, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I looked at him, and he seems to be back down to absolutely normal. So maybe we'll pull him out and put him back in the tank.
Petroman says I use a 1,200 gallon per hour circulation pump in my 55 to make up water and a large
For the saltwater. I'm guessing saltwater. Yeah,
to
here's the
make up water and a large 300-watt Eheim heater.
nice. Nice. Yeah, I
And
just keep
Boozer
it room
said,
temp. So like whatever.
Boozer says, still haven't fed the can of food.
Oh man. You're right.
And Debbie Holding says, so when you have to top off saltwater tank, you can use just RODI water.
That is correct. That's actually what the recommended way to top off, because if you top off with salt water, you're just adding more salt, so you actually make it saltier. So you change the salinity higher, as opposed to if you just top it off with RO water, you drop the salinity back down to wherever it was when you had originally filled the tank. Like if you
And
keep your tank at
Petro said,
0.025, as the water evaporates, the salinity is going to start climbing 0.26, whatever, higher, higher, higher. You just add, if you add salt water back, you're adding actually more salt into the tank, so you're actually going to either,
yeah,
you're going to make it even saltier. But if you add
yeah.
RO, you're thinning it back out. Yeah, that's the idea.
And Petroman says that he uses the RODI water in his discus tanks.
Nice. All right, well let's clean some glass. How about that? And then we'll do a water change. Then we'll put that angel back in this tank.
In his tank, right?
And I don't know. I guess maybe we'll feed. We have time. I know I want to feed. I gotta feed that stuff, man. Guess we're running late today, dude. This tank gets so much algae so quick. It's also growing a ton of plants. I gotta keep trimming these. Didn't we just do
But
this? I
isn't
feel like
it
we just
just
did
so
this.
satisfying to clean that algae off when you
It is.
eventually get to it?
Of course, we're gonna have to do a water
And you're like,
change.
oh damn, I
can-
forgot what this tank looked like.
I know, and it always looks so crystal clear after you do that. You know, you do the clean the algae, you do the water change. You're like, oh, this is an awesome tank. Like, oh, I remember this tank. What's that? This is where it gets dirty, where all the sand meets the glass.
Right.
It gets thick.
Yes,
And then you got to worry about getting sand in between the mag float, and then you end up scratching the shit out of the glass.
Yeah.
And those scratches don't come out.
Right.
Found that out on my 75 a long time ago.
Well, sand is.
It's abrasive.
Yeah, it is glass.
I mean, they do call it sanding, right? And what do you use when you're sanding? Sand.
And when you melt sand, what do you get? Glass.
Molten sand. Isn't that weird? I guess it gets hot enough it crystallizes. Becomes clear.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's crazy.
Crazy. You know what else isn't working? That stupid circulation pump that's supposed to be going on here.
Yeah, it stopped again.
Yep. That Marineland one, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Not happy with it. I mean, I can't really complain because it was dirt cheap. Let me get my pokey so we can get it spinning.
Yeah, and you know, the old saying, cheap thing not good and good thing not cheap.
This is very true. It's home, dude. I don't know
I have
why
to
my
say
nose.
that mag float with the scraper part on it does a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's not too shabby, man. Look at this pogo stemming, man. This stuff is getting out of control in this tank. Break that off. I think I'm about removing this one in the front just because it's like, it's constantly
Getting trapped in the
the mulm, and it's constantly outgrowing the rest of the thing, so it blocks the rest of the, you know what I mean? It's not a good foreground plant, let's put it that way.
yeah.
Should not be in the foreground.
Well, it's definitely a background plant.
Right. And I have it in the foreground, so it's making the tank look like hell. I don't know what that is, but I don't want it in my tank. A lot of times I'll take this pogo stem and throw it in my shrimp tank, and the shrimp love just cleaning on this stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that now. And then, and I'll give the rainbow somewhere to hide too. And eventually I'll move that to another tank, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I should probably do a water change on that. Look at this. This is that pogo stem back there. Gotta keep cutting this back.
Window Liquor wants to know, is there a filter in that tank? I mean, a sponge filter?
There's 2 sponge filters
Maybe.
and an under gravel filter. What do you call it? Plenum. Yeah. That's all right. That's a good point. I don't think there's enough filtration in this tank. I don't think the sponge filters are keeping
He
up.
said maybe you can use the coop water pump on the sponge filter.
Yeah, that's true. Probably do that. Here, let's pull one of these out. Clean it. Here. Damn it. That's one thing I do not like about these. There's actually quite a few things I don't like about these.
Because if you do that, then you would get rid of the wave maker, he says.
Yeah, probably should. This is one of the things I don't like about these, is the stupid air stones that you got to put on here always fall off every single fucking time. And if you use no clog ones, you constantly unclog them. So I wish they had like a better way of attaching the air stone on here rather than just using airline tubing that's going to fall off all the time.
John, good morning. My Fish Tanks Aquatics.
What's up, man? The Aquatop ones actually come with their own, like, I guess they're kind of like a built-in air stone. Those get clogged too. I guess this is easier to clean than that, but there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, you got to design a way.
Well, they should design the tube that comes down in there to fit the air stone on it, right, or in it. Just plug an air stone.
In other words, it'll have no
what?
Airline tube.
Yeah, that's
connection.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, you design something and make your own.
There you go.
And go to China and get them to manufacture it for you, like Corey did.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I will never do that. If anything, I would design it myself, build it myself, or with local stuff, and never sell it to anyone. Use it
what you could sell the patent.
Yeah. Whatever. Then I'd have to get a patent lawyer and patent it. There's a lot of work, man.
Then you could become a millionaire.
I could. Okay, we're gonna clean this up. Get all the black gunk out of it. I guess maybe if I just clean the filters a little bit more often, it would probably help.
Yeah,
but,
that could probably help too.
It's a lot of effort, man, maintaining a tank like that, All right. Where are you? See, and then I put it down here. I'll get it back where it's supposed to go in the substrate, and the stupid air stone will fall out, and I gotta pull it all back out and mix everything back up. This is how it goes. What is that?
Maybe your airline tubing has gotten stretched out.
Well, that's kind of the thing with that airline tubing too. There's like, airline tubing gets rigid underwater after a while. Sometimes the silicone stuff.
Even the silicone one?
Yeah, because it's not really silicone. In case you didn't know that. I don't know why they call it silicone, but it is not silicone. It's just very plasticky, or very rubbery plastic. It's plastic. But yeah, and the stuff that the black airline tubing is better. It's better airline tubing. It doesn't get as rigid, but it still gets rigid. It just takes a while.
And loses its elasticity.
Yeah, it loses its ability to spring back, and you know what I mean? It just kind of gets loose and just falls off. That's my experience has been. I'm going to dump this out real quick. Get rid of that that algae. I get sometimes I dump all this blackberry down.
New
there.
local Austin, water changes and love.
Love. Well, we're gonna do
Water
water change.
changing watering all the plants with my Molly goodness. My
That's the way.
MOLMY.
Mom.
Molmy.
Mommy.
Goodness.
Mommy. All right. Let's do water change. Water change. Water change. Is that pump not working again? You little son of a bitch.
And Window Liquor says, I asked Corey if the boat with the lights sank. I've been waiting on
What did he say?
years now for the release.
Of the
Candy responded and said they still working on it.
R&D, man. Yo, that Higer light, I didn't realize. I was wrong about how those lights work. The one that I got from that, on that scape tank or the aquascaping tank that you won
Mm-hmm.
came with a Higer light, right?
Yeah.
And it has a built-in timer on that. You can set it for 4
Oh, it
hours,
does.
6 hours, or 8, or I think it might be 10 hours.
Right.
And if you turn the timer on, I thought it just like ran the light and for that amount of time and just shut off, right? Well, it does. But it also remembers that you have it on a 6-hour timer so that it'll come back on. It doesn't ever always shut off. Like it goes to like almost like a night mode, like real dim. It's like so dim it's almost not even on.
Right.
For the other, let's say you have it on 6 hours, for the other 18 hours of the day, it just goes dim. And then when it goes back, so for 6 hours a day, it's on. So it's like its own built-in timer. I didn't know that. I thought it was like it just shut off. Like I thought it was like an auto shut off thing.
Yeah.
But it will, and it'll turn it back on too, which is cool. Man,
But it doesn't have it isn't Wi-Fi, right?
No, it's not Wi-Fi. It just has a little thingy on the button clicky.
Inline.
And it has different
control.
intensity settings. I think it has like 3 or 4, like full, like whatever, low light, mid light.
Yeah.
So you can adjust that too. But it's actually a pretty decent little light for as cheap as they are. And that feature is actually pretty cool. So you don't need an additional timer. I always thought you needed a timer for those, but you don't.
Right.
I was wrong. But now I know. Or maybe that's just a new feature on that light. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have many of the newer Higer ones. I think I have a little one, but I don't think I really played around much. I just put it on the timers with all the other ones. That guy, he is fired up. Bunch of rainbows in this tank.
So you're gonna put your angel back in here, right?
Yes. He's gonna do the water change first.
Yeah. So you get some nice fresh water, and
Nice.
he's not stressed by the water change process.
Exactly.
Yeah, I expect that to a certain extent you probably do stress your fish a little bit when you're doing a water change on their tank.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's like whatever, like that fear factor. Stress has got to go up somewhat.
Yeah, the fear of this big monster plastic thing coming to get them.
Or the hand in the tank, or just whatever. I gotta make sure I unclog this thing sometimes, because the algae tends to block it up, and then it takes forever to drain. Plant matter.
Yes, Eduardo, I hope that all the Floridian fish fam are safe after that hurricane, after Ian.
Damn you, Ian.
Made landfall. I think Ian's in South Carolina now.
What? Oh, you mean, I was like Ian's in
not
Oregon.
Ian.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, not Not that Ian.
The
The
other
other
Ian.
Ian.
Why do we name them after people? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I don't know.
We should name them like abstract things, like Hurricane, or maybe name them after like people that don't exist anymore, like
What?
ancient names,
Like
like Roman names.
Hitler?
Well, okay, yeah, Hurricane Hitler, maybe. I was thinking more like like Roman emperors or something, like
Or
Hurricane Julius.
gods, Greek gods,
Yeah, there you go.
Aphrodites,
Any gods. Yeah. Now somebody will get offended by that.
Hades.
Somebody will get offended by that.
Yeah, Hades.
You should name them after objects. Hurricane Orange.
Rock,
Hurricane
stone,
Rock. Hurricane Dirt.
scissors,
Hurricane Scissors. Hurricane Beer
paper.
Cane. Dude, what is up with my nose? It will not stop itching.
Oh, Liquid Zoo has entered through the back door.
I feel like I'm going to have a sneezing attack like any second now.
Hello, Mr. Matt.
What's up, Mr.
How
Matt?
are you today?
What's going on, Mr. Matt? I was looking for this. My water. Oh, it's almost empty. Sad. Sad times indeed.
Mr. Matt, everybody got a ID card from you at the
Keystone Clash.
except for me. I felt a little bit left out, Mr. Matt.
And he just cried and cried the whole time, dude.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it.
And there was a hurricane named Kirk as well, yeah. Last year I think it was. Or maybe the year before.
There was also, what is it? We were talking about this at the Clash, the Hurricane Maria.
Yeah. I think it probably goes alphabetical order or something like that. I don't know. I'm just,
What are we in now? You said it was Ian.
Ian.
Well, how does Maria come after, or how does Ian come after Maria?
Yeah, so it's not. Okay. Thank
Unless you're going backwards. But there was also Hurricane Irene a few years ago, too. I think it's just whatever the heck they feel like. There's no rhyme or reason.
Okay, Matt, everybody did not, but I was one of the did nots.
Matt. He was crying, man. I had to console him. It's pretty bad. I'm wearing ripped jeans, guys. Sorry. I didn't know you could see that. These are my working around the house. These are my favorite jeans, bro, because they're just comfy. But they're wearing out. Alright, we're getting pretty low here. That filter's gonna come out of the water. Bunch of rainbows in this tank. Allanite, Bozemanite. There's some of those that I got from Color Guppies, those Irian Jayas. I haven't put a mop in here. I probably should get some eggs. But this tank's kind of overrun. Look at those two sparring. Oh, I guess you can see it. They're looking good. Oh, I better get some water in there. Sounds horrible. Hang on. Hang on, people. What's that pump? Making that noise.
What Matt said, they start at A every year, alternating between male and female each year.
Really? So there was, what do we got down to I? I guess they're tropical storms, they just name them. And then when they develop in other things, then they just stick with whatever. Then it becomes hurricane, whatever. Tropical storm Ian became Hurricane Ian. Interesting. So every year they start at A. So we never get the Z name. So anybody with a Z name, you're never seeing Hurricane Zoe or Zed.
Hurricane Zen.
Hurricane Zen Ginger.
Mary Beth said, one man name, one woman name.
Every time. They used to do only girls. I remember that was a long time ago. I think I started running out of names. I don't know what's going on, but these rainbows, man, they must be liking this water change, because that guy too, he's got his racing stripe on. They get like this white stripe that goes down the middle of them when they get really fired up.
New Local Austin said, Fish Fam link for those who don't stink. Patreon if you aren't balling on a budget.
There you go. That's right, you can join Patreon. Fishfam.link.
Mhm.
Get all the perks
If you don't stink.
if you don't stink. Alright, well, we clean that filter. I guess next time we'll do that one. Fill this up a minute. Stir up a bunch of junk. Mr. G's in here somewhere. Is that him? Yep, I just saw his face. What up, dude? It's so funny, he's always upside down. I can see his chin. What is that?
You
That
can
must
see
be
his
algae.
chin.
Yeah, he sticks his little face out underneath there, and his nose or his top of his body's like towards the bottom. So he's upside down in there. He's doing this thing.
Mr. Matt says, unless you're cheap like Jason and Kirk. But I do recall that Jason had one.
I am. Well,
He did get one.
I did get a tag, but I am not a Patreon. I actually thought about joining the Patreon, but I just realized that I got to go back on there. I was a Patreon to some other people's stuff, but
and I was, by the way, wearing a FishFam.link t-shirt one of the days.
That's right, you were. You were repping the Fish Fam link.
I was.
Really? You really was. And you got that t-shirt because somebody gave it to you and somebody got it in a giveaway and gave it to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was my birthday or something like that. So they decided to give me their... kindly give me their...
plumber's crack going on there. Apologize if you guys had to see that. It's pulling a Kenny E there for a second. Releasing the Kraken.
And John from My Fish Tanks Aquatics is heading out. He's going to Northern Illinois fish swap.
Sweet. Well, have fun with that, man. All right, let me get a specimen container. We got to catch that angel.
Matt says that you got free, jerk face.
I did get it free. I wasn't complaining. I'm not the one bitching here.
Yeah, but I still wore it. I still wore it. That counts for something, Matt.
That's right, the t-shirt. All right, let's switch cameras and catch a fish. Whoops. Let's not knock the camera over. Transition. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this guy was doing better, so it's time to release. Let's use this. I don't know if we'll need a net or not. I'm going to try and just get him in the specimen container. So let's go over here. Ooh. See, you got to be careful because I can't get this out. I should use a small container. Maybe I should just use a net. Yes.
A net? I think I did see her in the chat. She's here. You want to?
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah. You said you were gonna use a net.
For nefarious purposes. Okay, cool.
And Kenny has said he probably seen something that I was looking away from the screen at the time. He says that's more than Plumber's. It's more like Plumber's Grand Canyon.
Damn! Is it that bad? Come on now. What the hell is this? Oh, there's like a piece of wire that was stuck in the net. Weird. I don't know what the heck that came from.
What piece of wire was stuck in your net?
Like a twist tie was stuck in this net. I don't even know how it got in there. All right, We got this, dude. Put him in here. Hang on. I don't want to drop this. Put him there. You hang tight. Give him 20 minutes. 15. 15.
You're lucky you didn't damage the fish with that piece of wire.
Yeah, luckily. Tried to be pretty gentle when I did that. But, all right, he's sitting in that specimen container, sitting in the thing. That other tank is now empty. Rinse this out real quick.
And Patty, by the way, if you're lurking and listening, good morning. Good morning. Good
Pow, pow, pow,
morning.
pow.
Pow, 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 pow. In case you're lurking, you know, I
Just
don't
in
know
case.
if you are.
Just in case. All right. Well, I don't know what time it is. It's getting late.
It is 11:48.
I'm supposed to feed this.
The can of Cyclops.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I know I just did a
Pop
well.
that seal.
I probably won't feed that tank right away. I'll wait. It's got a little spoon, foldy spoon. Ooh. Yeah. Doesn't smell too bad though. Just smells kind of.
How's it smell?
Doesn't smell that bad actually. Smells a little like salty
Do the
briny maybe.
sniff test.
I did.
Stick your finger in it.
Well, I'm about to stick the
You gotta
spoon in
stick
it.
your finger in it and sniff your finger.
No thanks. No thanks.
That's how you do the sniff test, man. Yummy.
Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell great. Don't get me wrong. It smells metallic actually. It's kind of weird. I wonder if I should put this. Think it would work in salt, Cyclops? We're gonna try it. Good luck, guys. Enjoy. The clowns are on it. Oh wow, I just noticed that. Ow! There is one of my corals. This thing that I did a long, long time ago is falling off.
Time to put your glass back in there. Your shot glass.
These are the corals that were growing. They're growing up the wall here. Some of them have stayed, but the block that was
And
the original puck fell down.
when the liquor wants to know how you keep your cycle in the QT tank, or do you just switch sponges as you need them from the sump?
Well, that QT tank, I had originally just wrung out a sponge, and then there was some snails in there. I mean, I'm sure the snails keep the somewhat a little bit of the cycle. Not much, probably, but at least something more than nothing. If that makes sense. I want to wedge this in there so it doesn't move. There we go.
Select Pet says you can freeze the Cyclops if you don't use it all.
Good call, because I'm
just
not
not in the can.
Oh, okay. Why not? Because it'll expand, I know, but it does have a lid. It's gonna stick the whole can in the freezer. I'll feed out enough that it won't like push.
Yeah, but then you'd have to thaw out the whole can to
that's
refeed
true.
again.
That's true. Could probably make
Whereas
like ice
if you
cubes
put it like in one of those little,
let's feed these guys.
Little cube trays, then you could just pop out a cube every time you need it.
Yeah.
Or freeze it in the cube tray and then put it into a Ziploc bag.
See, look at this guy. This Severum is all stressed out. Oh, you can't see. I'm looking too high. So what I remember, I don't know if I mentioned this, but remember that Severn that we had last time that we did the water change? Thought the cycle might have gotten ruined. That Severn died the next day. So I'm now down to, or Severn, I keep saying Severn. Festivums.
See it now down to 3.
I'm now down to 3. Yep. And one of them is always looking kind of stressed again. Like he's got his stress stripes out. I don't know if he's getting picked on or what. See him? He's in the front there.
Alishon says next year's clash,
What about it?
Cyclops on Ritz.
Mmm.
Canapé, or whatever that is.
Yeah, it's Zoom Ed Cano Cyclops.
And
Everybody got different stuff, I believe. Well, some people got Cano
TJ
Bloodworms.
said, followed by brine shrimp shooters.
Oof. Might not make next year's clash if that's happening. Alright, let's swap cameras real quick. We'll feed the Geos.
Lady Diane, good morning.
They're no longer Tapajos. There's something else, which means what? Redhead? Fire redhead or something? I'll give a little bit to the fry tanks. Do the Cyanide Dorsalis. Ooh, don't spill this stuff. I have freeze-dried Cyclops I usually feed. Sometimes.
Those guys are just waiting.
Well,
It's like they know something's coming.
They already got it. They're going nuts for it. You see them?
Yeah.
Stuff smells very metallic. It's weird.
Well, there's only one way to find out if it tastes metallic as well.
Yeah, you're right. Here, let me taste it. Mmm.
Is it? Is it metallic?
It's good. I'm gonna eat it.
Put it on some Ritz.
Put it on the Ritz. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna die. Sorry. It's coughing. Coughing fit. Feed some more fish. Let's feed some fish, people. Let's go back. We did a water change.
Select Pet says it was kind of random that then some people got both.
Oh, some people got both, really? That's cool.
When ran out of other stuff.
Yeah. Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, I know some people got the bloodworms. I got the Cyclops.
I did not get anything in a can.
Because you weren't even there.
Oh, that was from what, last year?
That was from the... No, this is from the Triple Crown.
Oh, okay. Lady Diane says I threw out the canned bloodworms from the crown.
Yeah, the only reason... I probably would... no, go ahead.
Canned fish food fouls my water badly.
Well, I understand that. I've actually never... I probably would not have used the bloodworms. But I figured the Cyclops, I would actually check it out. Doesn't look that bad, actually.
And Select Pet says, you know what Cyclops tastes like? It tastes like Cyclops.
Cyclops tastes like Cyclops. Let's feed some of these guys. There's that black lump. I don't know what that is. There's some black thing in here. I don't want to feed it. Well, apparently I left that lid open.
I don't know. I feed frozen Cyclops, but I also fed frozen Daphnia, and to me, the fish look like they prefer the frozen Daphnia.
Yeah, I could see Daphnia over Cyclops. Cyclops is kind of really small. I don't know how much nutrition is in it either. Probably more in the Daphnia than anything. But we're going to try it out. I don't think I'm going to freeze this or save this. I think I'm just going to toss it after I'm done feeding.
Give it to Monty. I bet he'll eat it.
Do I want him eating this? Because somebody's got to clean that litter box too. I don't know what is in my nose. It will not stop itching. Ooh, I just slopped the Cyclops all over the floor. Definitely got to clean that up.
Alishan says he's gonna stick with frozen.
Yeah, I would prefer that. I'm just using this because I have it, really, honestly. Trying to get rid of it. Oh, man. That's gross. I need to get a towel. Just dump Cyclops all over this stuff. I'm going to put some in the, we'll feed Cyclops to the rainbow darters. Here you go, little guys.
Rusty Select says Rusty fed the can of bloodworms the other week, and
Yeah.
it was over there, and the fish loved it.
Nice. Here, I'm going to feed it to the goldfish and give them a couple good scoops. I'll feed it to the bala sharks. Give them some scoops. Where's my camera? We're not even anywhere anymore. We'll feed. Change cameras. Let me get a towel to wipe that stuff up. Whatever, tissues. Set this down.
And the liquor wants to know how was the fish selection at the Clash? Were many people selling out of the rooms?
No, there was none of that. I
How
didn't see
was the
any of that.
attendance? Did the Clash or the fish clubs make money?
I think they did. I think the attendance was overall like twice it was last year, as far as people showing up.
And a question like that would probably be best answered by Scotty.
What is that noise? Keep hearing
What
it. Hold on a
noise?
sec. Sounds like a pump making a noise. It might have been outside though. My freaking nose will not stop itching.
The nose is bitching.
Yeah, like crazy. I also have the windows open. That's probably part of it. All right. I want to feed the blind cave setchers. Some of the Cyclops. I'll probably put some in this tank too. But I do want to wait for the...
And Daniel is taking off.
All right, Daniel. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up here soon. We're gone an extra hour. Right?
Yep.
Frozen
12.
Cyclops. Okay.
Did you put the angel in as yet, or is it still in the...
I was trying to see how much time was left. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer? 2 minutes. Yeah, that's close enough. I'll give it a minute here. Oh yeah, you can't see that side of the tank. There it is.
Select Bet said the noise is Kirk talking, Jason. Get with it. LOL.
Yeah. It's enough to make you go mad. It's getting to be fall, man. I gotta start bringing some of the plants in from outside. This fish room might get real crowded real quick. I might have
Note
to
to self, take Select Bet off my Christmas gift list.
He's off the Christmas card.
Yeah, the Christmas card list that I never send out.
I don't do that either. I'm horrible at that stuff, man.
Yeah, I never have, never did, never will.
Yep, pretty much. All right, it's
People
free.
know what to expect from me.
Does this stop working again? This stupid thing stopped working again. This is like the third time this morning. What is
The
up?
pump,
Yeah.
the wave maker.
Wave maker is making no waves. I can't even find the impeller. Spin it. What is going on? Oh, derp. I'm an idiot.
Derp. What an idiot.
The reason it's not spinning is because the power was off. Because the lights went
Ugh.
off. Because it's that time. It's afternoon. Right? The lights go off at noon around here.
Lady Diane says it got cold here fast.
Yeah, it got cold here too. Hopefully it kind of warms up a little. Or whatever. A little bit of October, it gets kind of warm sometimes. Like
Indian summer?
Yeah, like second summer, Indian summer. Alexa, stop. All right, guys, that's it. Well, let me feed these guys real quick. I know I just did a water change.
Yeah, and you're gonna give them some Cyclops too?
Of course. We got Cyclops for everyone. Cyclops for you.
You get some Cyclops, and you get some Cyclops, and you get some Cyclops.
I'm gonna dump some in the, well, just put a little bit in the tank upstairs for the, what do you call them? Wait, I didn't put, did I give that tank? No, I don't think I did. The guppies upstairs. No. The ginkgo sulfuras. You know?
Mixed with
Mixed with
Endler.
Black Bar Endler. That's that. All right,
That's
let's
that.
set this down. I fed more than half that can, so probably just gonna toss it. I don't. If I freeze it, I got so much other frozen food that I always forget to feed.
Yeah. Do you still have
I still have the
frozen Daphne?
I don't even think I'm through the halfway through the first pack that you gave me. It's horrible.
Jeez.
It's horrible. It's a steaming pile of Kirk. Nah, this is one of those Husky racks from Home Depot, but I'm sure it's the same thing. Same company, whatever, just branded differently. All right, folks.
Matt says, I see you have the same rack I got from
Menards.
Menards. It's a big steaming pile of mat.
Yep. You addressed it. All right, guys. Everybody's been fed. A lot of water changes. Plants moved. Fish moved back. Algae taken care of somewhat. I don't know. But we'll see. Glad I got to say hi before you're off. Big Sunday love to... Why can't I see that? Around. Okay, 2 hearts. See you all around. Awesome, Lady
Big
Diane.
Sunday love all around.
Yup. Awesome. Yup. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's a good stream. You ready? Do you want to do it again next weekend? Next Sunday?
Yeah, same time, same place.
Same time, same place. 9 a.m. Eastern. Sunday morning. Fishroom
Be
Hangout
there or
stream.
be square.
Yup. I appreciate everyone for hanging out today. If you haven't hit the like, hit it on the way out. If you haven't hit the subscribe, please do that. Anybody lurking, love you. Anybody in the replay crew, I love you too.
And thank you in advance, Matt, for sending me one of those ID cards.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Very, very nice of you. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for coming.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.